obsession. I will not stop, no, I'm never second guessing. I got a God complex. Haters love to hate, but I never feel pressed. Got a lot on my plate, but I never get stressed. I'll take all the pressure like I'm acing this test. Tear it up like I'm Jason. I see the world like it's ready for the taking. I see this place like a game I'm playing. Straight to the bank to collect my payments. No negotiations, it's my way, I was born impatient. And like a damn Freemason, I'll run this nation. They call me a god. 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 I don't know how to stop. I just go till I drop. Whether it's working or shots, give it all that I got. You can watch me work in my element. Anyone in the way is irrelevant. You wanna cross me, cool, not intelligent. Cause I don't forget shit like an elephant. Go ahead and tempt me, put it on the line and you'll come up empty. If I got time, I'm deadly. Never caught off guard, no, I'm always ready. I got a hand real steady. Look me in the eye and you'll see no hezzy. About to get real messy. I'll put you in a grave 6 feet like Kenny. Fuel to the top, got a filled up engine. In my thoughts, obsession. I will not stop, no, I'm never second guessing. I got a God complex. Haters love to hate, but I never feel pressed. Got a lot on my plate, but I never get stressed. I'll take all the pressure like I'm acing this test. Tear it up like I'm Jason. I see the world like it's ready for the taking. I see this place like a game I'm playing. Straight to the bank to collect my payments. No negotiations, it's my way, I was born impatient. And like a damn Freemason, I'll run this nation. They call me a god. 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 I don't know how to stop.
This video is brought to you by 9% and powered by Petty Vision Production. Now sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Lego. I ain't here to wake nobody up. I'm here to unplug you.
I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I got eyes in the back of my head, I'm seeing. Take me for granted and you know I'm leaving. I'ma take what's mine with the webs I'm weaving. I could take this crowd from seeing to believing. Got a taste for blood and my tongue keeps bleeding. From the words I spit, so sharp, so freezing. So cold, behold, frostbite they feeling. I could tear you apart or I could go heal them. Don't believe in fate, don't believe in ceilings. I just need a taste and my mind starts feeling. I don't pace myself, I grind on kneeling. God.
What up, though? It's the word. You see the title? We gonna get into it. But before we get into that, let me get into the chat. Bud Files, what up, though? Appreciate you. Lisa, what up, though? Sis? Hey, I was looking at man, like I gotta be like Lisa one day and go to that content creator convention because she was meeting, good people and having fun, and that's what it's about. Especially if you're trying to do something with this, getting around people who do it on a high level, so you get a better understanding what it takes to have success in here, and that's what Sis doing, and that's inspiring. Lisa about that business. She talk about money, so definitely get over there and check her out. Lisa ain't got a link. Lisa, you can drop your link. Actually, try to type in that's Diddy. Try to type in !word and it should drop your link. But yeah, everything is hyper on the live, so on replay, Definitely catch it and go check out Lisa J Stocks. I'm actually I gotta do like a member roll call anyway, so I'm gonna share all the members out. Um, so link will be on the community wall soon, but definitely go check her out. Dee Dee, 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 Dee Dee. What up, sis? Appreciate you, Joshua. What up, though? Appreciate you, Josh. Appreciate you. Bet. Okay, it works. It works. It works. So all members definitely hit exclamation point word, and Nightbot will drop your link. All members. It finally worked. You know, I've been playing with that for like 3 days. I've been playing with it for 3 days, but it finally worked. Lisa just did it, so we on the popping. So yeah, members, I'm gonna put that up on the thing. I had a show tonight. I do have to apologize. My kids went buck wild. Usually, look, usually I can get them to bed around 8:39, and then I wanted to print out, well, not print out, but make up some thumbnails so I can present the concepts, right? What versus why I wanted to present the concepts, but no, they wasn't having it tonight. They still woke. My wife came home, they went even crazier. They was laying in the bed chilling, just relaxing, winding down. My wife came home, man, they got up and they was running through the house for the last hour. I didn't even think at first. She was like, just go do a show. And I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go do a show. But my channel, I made you a short clip for your channel. Oh yeah, definitely, Josh. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. You can definitely yeah, feel free to post any content. Hey, that's why I say, tell somebody, spread the word. I'm trying to, do my best to help out as much as I can. I can't help out probably the ideal way, but I can help out my way. So if you can utilize what I have to offer, I definitely, want to get it out to people. So I appreciate that. That's humbling. Yeah, you can definitely do that. Yeah, I just wanted to come and talk. I said throwaway live, but we can talk about anything. But there's a couple things that been on my mind. That I kind of want to get into, or at least, have a dialogue about it. Like, the debate was the other night, and no matter who you like, um, whoever, it depends on who you like. You're gonna be biased towards that person. They was treated fair, unfairly, whatever. Whoever you like, that's just reality, right? But what's also reality is life isn't fair, right? And there's so many people complaining about it was unfair for Trump. Like, we talking about, these people are elite, right? These ain't no average people. These people are elite. Kamala and Trump, they are the elite. They to be the president of the United States, should you be the elite of our society to even okay, so guess what? These people should be prepared for unfairness, almost position themselves to have an advantage. That's what life is about. I mean, let's be real. People who are successful learn how to position themselves to be in a position to become successful. Sometimes you got to make sacrifices, and the person who, position themselves the best usually have the best results. That's just life. So fair, unfair, nothing is fair in life. Is it fair that kids are born to abusive parents or parents who neglect them? No, it's not fair. But people persevere through that. A lot of the unfairness of life builds character. It molds us into better people for overcoming things. Not all the time. Sometimes people become worse, or they become a product of their unfairness. That can happen. But the people who thrive, people who, I ain't even gonna use the term survive, because to make it from the hood to a mansion, that's thriving. That ain't surviving. Surviving is staying in the hood and living to get old. That's surviving. But when you come from nothing and make something out of it, that's thriving. People have proven that you can start with nothing and end with everything, or end with a lot. It's just what you're willing to do. Are you willing to learn and grow, or you just go pout and complain? So people making excuses. I think Trump got smoked. I'm not saying Kamala was the best, or she gave the best answer, but she she answered questions Like, far as the debate, I mean, if the questions was biased or hard, it don't matter. She answered more questions. I don't know if Trump really answered anything. I don't really know if he did. And you talking about a debate format? I mean, Trump won. I mean, Kamala won. I prefer a different candidate outside of both of them. I have a favorite. That's neither one of them. So I can look at it objectively. On both sides. I have no, horse in the race. Riders, what up, sis? Appreciate you. I got to react to that debate. Yeah, I mean, it's, yeah, I don't know. I was thinking about reacting to it. I'm like, nah, I'm straight. I'm good. I react to Pop the Balloon. That's funny. But yeah, that's what I want to talk about. Life just not being fair. Life isn't fair for a lot of us, but a lot of us overcome those unfairnesses, right? And the ones who do, generally, you don't see too much complaint out of them. My wife tells me every day how strong I am because I don't complain about me losing my sight. I'm like, because I seen people lose their limbs. Like, I seen people lose their lives. I'm still here. So I still got an opportunity. That's all. I just want an opportunity. That's all I need. Just give me a chance. That's all I ever wanted. I don't need no hand-me-outs. I don't need none of that. Just give me a chance to make it happen. No matter what the circumstances or condition, I'm betting on myself. But that's how I built myself, You got to build yourself to last. Build I don't understand that. Like, people just go through life not trying to become better or acquire new things. Like, I don't know. Like, when the more I learn something, the more I want to learn more. Does that make sense? Like, when I know something, I'm like, okay, I know it's more. It's more. It's more. It's more. It's more. That's just, I don't know. Maybe just people built like that. Like, when you feel success, don't you want more of it? I don't know. Some people just settle, I guess. I don't know. Everybody different. You should just to laugh like I am. Man, look, man, I don't know. I'm trying not to do nothing too risky because I just got my monetization back. I'm trying not to be too risky, and that I don't even know. I'll talk about it, but I don't know. I come over there and react with you, but I don't think I'm gonna do it. Not over there. I can react with you though. You know how to do the reactions. I'm still new to reactions. I know I gotta stop and talk. I gotta react to it. I gotta, so that's what I do. But I know with some things or some channels you don't want to touch, period. And I ain't messing with no CNN. Them big conglomerates, I'm straight. Yeah, the Pop the Balloon, it'd be funny, man. And like, I'm telling you, the one in Kensington, we should have did that tonight. Hey, y'all know StreamYard got black mode? I'm loving this. I can actually see the chat. You know what? That's the thing. I can be I can come on here and do like skits and comedy and stuff. I'm actually kind of funny. I look funny, but I can be funny too. So I got like a double funny to me, you know. Even look at me and laugh, or I can talk and you laugh, but you go laugh. And see, people, I've always been okay with looking, weird or funny or different. I always been okay with that. So people, like, when I was like 14, 15, do you know I was getting, like, when I played baseball, it's never really when I played basketball, football. It happened, I'm not gonna over exaggerate, right? It happened 3 times. It happened my junior year and 2 times in my senior year, that they wanted to see my birth certificate because they thought I was a grown man playing high school ball. Like, what? Because I had a full beard and everything. I had all my facial hair was in. Then I had braids, so I had hair on top of hair, all this facial hair. So I did like somebody daddy. And then at like, I think I was probably 6 foot then. I hit 6 foot and just stopped growing. I'm a little bit taller than 6 foot. I'm 6 foot and some inches, but I literally stopped growing. I think that's when I got into the heavyweight stuff. But anyway, yeah. So yeah, they've been. I got ID at a high school game. I had to get ID. My mom had to go get my birth certificate. Yeah. So I don't know why I told that story. Oh, yeah. So I've been getting teased ever since, or roasted, whatever you want to call it. And that's why I just learned how to roast myself. Like, okay, I was doing an Eminem before Eminem did it. Well, no, he older than me, so he actually did that first. But I've been doing that. Like, you can't talk about me worse than I can talk about myself. And then I'm gonna talk about you after I talk about me. That's how I used to be. I still get ideas. Okay, I understand. Yeah, you get ID because you look young. I was getting ID because I look old. And I didn't get ID. I used to walk, Miss Chicago, what up, though? Yeah, I like this dark mode. But, I used to go into clubs and not get ID, and the grown men around me got ID, and I didn't. Man, those were the days. I grew up, man. We ain't gonna do no story time. I'm gonna get in trouble. But yeah, it's not life ain't fair. So if you know that, try to gain some advantages yourself. That's how I look at it, right? Life ain't fair, so I'm gonna try to create some advantages to myself. All right, so I'm gonna have to. I always knew, and maybe because this is like one of them things older black people always say: you got to work harder than everybody. And my grandmother raised me, so she put that in me. I just always knew I had to outwork people. Hey, give me 1 second. My wife has summoned me. I gotta turn my son's tablet off.
Inside of me, you better watch out if your enemy's a road ahead of full prophecy to be the greatest beast the world has ever seen. I feed him every day like the bones clean. I feed him all the hate and he grows me, and he gets claws real big, pissed off quick. And if you cross him, you might drop dead. Metaphorically, of course, settling the score, never getting bored, loves the blood and gore, always wanting more, feeding from the source. They don't really understand until they feel the force departed. If you start shit, you'll be heartless in the darkness, torn apart quick. You left scars ripped, you'll be chewed up and discarded. And this world ain't right, won't accept it. Negative energy, I expect it. Once it's in your mind, it's infectious. So fight for your life and reject it. You better give me space, I'm protective. My adrenaline spikes when I'm threatened. And if you stay in my way, I'm aggressive. Cause when there's no exit, I'll kill when I'm desperate.
You got you in bed watching Scooby-Doo. That's what's up. ID at the point of annoyance. Yeah, man, I ain't never really got an ID. I just start getting ID when I'm like, I got gray hair in my face. What the hell you IDing me for? Well, people can have gray hair in their early 20s. Bro, I don't look like I'm no. Okay, here you go. To make you feel better? Okay. Yeah, that's weird. I hate getting ID. I hate going in my wallet getting my ID. That's the part I hate about it. Like, bro, you gonna make me go in my wallet and get my ID to show you, to see that I'm old. I'm old, bro. I got gray hair. I got a cane. I got an eye patch. What else do you need to be old? I just ain't got no suspenders on. Just give me mine, and I go for smokes. Just give me my smoke so I can go. Give me my papers, and I can go. It ain't that serious. It's just my job, sir. Yeah, you the only one in here to do your job then, because nobody else do it except for you. So I'm starting to think you got something against me. I just like fucking with people. Yeah, he ain't ID me after that. Yeah, I do. Yeah, I will fuck with people if I'm bored. But it's not out of malice. It's just out of me having fun. You know, if I offend them, I apologize. That's not my intent. But my intent is to have fun. So if I offend anybody, it's not my intent to be mean or nothing like that. I'm just trying to have fun. I'm just trying to smile, right? And try to make somebody else smile too. Man, I got the grades and still getting man. Look, man, even though I've been through, like, my body been through a lot these last 4 years, but I don't feel like old. I be forgetting. Like, we went to the carnival, right? I don't think I told y'all this. I told y'all I went to the carnival, right? But at the carnival, there was a pitching, like they clock your pitching. In high school, I played pitcher. I threw the highest I ever threw was like 105 or something like that. But I used to average around anywhere between 80 and 89 miles per hour. So I forgot that's when I was like 16, 17. You know, I'm 40 now, and I forgot I was 40. So tell me, why do you get three pitches? The first pitch I threw like 60, I think it was like 64 miles per hour. And I'm looking like, man, what the hell going on? I got to really lean into it, right? I'm like, I'm releasing at the wrong angle. Mind you, I ain't pitching probably about literally almost 20 plus years. No, it's 20. Yeah, it's 20 years. Like 22 years. I ain't pitch a ball. Right? So my second pitch, I'm like, okay, I know I can get up to 70. To get the big stuffed animal, I need an 84. I'm thinking before I threw the first pitch, I can hit 84 easy, right? I'm thinking that. So through the second pitch, man, when I planted my leg, tell me why I feel like I popped my calf muscle. I'm like, oh shit. I'm looking at my wife like, yeah, I think I done hurt something. I think I done hurt something. And I'm like, man, nah, I'm getting my son. I threw a 64. I got up to 72. I got up to 72. And that's good. When I really realized, like, hold on, bro, I ain't did this in like 20 years. I ain't stretched. I'm older. Like, man, I'm not, but I got up to 72. So, yeah, I got my son, he got to pick what he want. But I'm like, I done hurt myself throwing a ball at a carnival. Like, I might be down for like 2 weeks. My calf is just now feeling normal. I swear. And it's like, it wasn't even my plant foot. It was my push-off foot. So I'm like, God damn, I'm old. Like, that's, that's when you realize you old, when you start pulling stuff. Like, you gotta, like, hold on, man, I gotta stretch to even walk around the corner. Like, I walk 2 miles a day. I learned to stretch before I start walking. Lady Shay, what up, sis? What up, sis? Appreciate you. Yeah, I start stretching before I walk now. I'm forgetting, I'm getting up there. So yeah. So yeah, I forgot. I think that was Sailor was like, oh, he gonna start doing Pilates. Yeah, I might look into Pilates. I might look into it. Or I'm gonna get back into Tai Chi. I might just get back into Tai Chi. But cause like just getting, yeah, I see the gray, but now I'm starting to feel like everything slow down. I don't jump as high. I thought I could still jump high. I'm like, I can't dunk no rim no more. I ain't tried to dunk no rim in like probably about 10, 15 years. I think the last time I dunked, that was probably about 27, 28. I'm 40. I turned 40 this year. Like, hold on, man. It felt like 27, 28 was like not too long ago. I'm like, hold on, bro. That's 13 years. That's a long time, you know? So, but I appreciate it, because there's a lot of people who ain't make it to this age. There's a lot of people to this, just young people, being unalived every day. So getting older is a blessing. It truly is. You just got to do it with grace, because I'm still, I like being active, and then I got a son now. So I ain't gonna be sparring or nothing like that no more. But I want to take them to. I'm gonna put them in Brazilian jiu-jitsu. If y'all got a kid, if y'all got even girls, right? I'm gonna tell you why you should put them in Brazilian jiu-jitsu first, because it teaches them how to handle themselves. If somebody was to grab them, and most fights people grab, they're in the fight, and it's a difference between people having that grappling skills and people not having it. It's a huge difference. You grab somebody who know how to grapple, oh, you go get hurt. If you give them the opportunity, and I was more of a striker, right? So I'm like, okay, I ain't worried about, and I'm strong. I'm like, I ain't worried about none of these dudes. Man, I got put to sleep. Like, hold on, man, I'm waking up. Like, what happened? Like, there's no feeling. Like, as a man, I don't care. Like, a lot of these men haven't probably experienced this in life, but I did mixed martial arts, or I did martial arts. So I'm talking about far as sparring. No one ever grabbed me in the street and put me to sleep. But in the dojo, I used to get my ass kicked all the time. I'm not gonna lie, it's just people, these are trained fighters. It was people way better than me in the dojo. But on the street, I've never lost a fight. In the dojo, I got choked out a couple times. And it ain't no other feeling. That's like one of the worst feelings as a man, having someone grab you and manipulate you. You can't do nothing about it. That's one of the worst feelings in the world. I don't think you can violate nobody more than that, than a man just grabbing and just having his way, manipulate, bending you, like, and you can't do nothing. It's like one of the worst feelings in the world, man. I remember. I'm, I'm gonna see if one of my boys come on here, but I used to get drunk and I be hearing them talk all this mess, like we just chilling, right, playing the game, and people just be talking on. I do this, I just, and I'm drunk. I get up and just grab somebody and put them to sleep. Whoever talking, I just grab them, put them to sleep, and lay back down, just for shits and giggles. Like, shut up. They used to get mad as hell. Like, one day I'm gonna fuck you up. I'm like, man, you ain't gonna do shit. I like dudes horseplay or whatever, but I was that guy. Like, I don't know. I just always liked the peace. Just hearing people talk shit, like I put a couple people to sleep just fucking around, not like serious, like fighting or nothing. But the fucked up thing is, like, they couldn't do nothing, and they knew it. Like, shit. That's why anybody. Anybody who ever knew me, if they ever had a problem with me, they didn't come try to fight me. They came blazing. They like, nah, bro, we ain't even about to get into all that. You go take this. You go take this. We ain't about to get in no fighting. I ain't about to fight you. You go take this. And I tell you this, anybody from the hood know this. You can be the biggest, baddest, strongest, best fighter. You can be Bruce Lee, but hey, you ain't stopping them bullets. You're just not stopping them. So in the hood, all that, I'm the best fighter, and that stuff don't really matter. Ain't nobody coming to fight. Ain't nobody coming to fight, man. Man, I thought, by the way you were speaking, I thought you would have been in your 50s or up or something. The word, man, I must be ain't in 50. You know what, Miss Chicago, check this out. My wife, she had to ask my mom. I showed her ID and everything. Like, she never asked how old I was until, like, after we knew. And I said something. No, my birthday had just passed, right? My birthday had just passed, and I was like, and my wife is 2 years older than me, right? And I think I just turned 28. And she was like, hold on, I thought you was older than me. And I'm like, nah. She was like, but I always had the mature look, and I was like, I grew up around OGs, like older people. So I always carried myself like that. And I'm this, like, man, I am like, I slowed down a lot, to be honest with you, but like, when I tell you I got ADHD, do you know I used to, like, when I go to the gym, right? When I used to go to the gym, people be like, how you do all this stuff at once? I used to go to the gym and I wouldn't read a whole book, but I get through half of the book while I'm working out. Like I do 15 minutes of stretching, and then I do like 5 miles on the bike as a warm up. So that's about almost 45 minutes right there, right? So even while I'm doing that, I'm reading. And even when I'm working out, like when I'm curling, it's easy for me to read. My wife used to laugh at me like, "How you gonna be a?" She she used to call me a action nerd. Like, you an action nerd. I'm like, what is an action nerd? She said, you always doing all these crazy things, but you like read all the time. Like my wife, since we've been together 12 years. My wife told me, I think she bought me probably about, I know she bought me over like 30 books. Like since we've been together, like over 30 books. And she was like, "You read?" I'm like, "Yeah, I read every single one of them. Some of them I read 2 or 3 times, but I can't read like I used to." But yeah, I'm a dinosaur, man. My soul is older than this planet. My soul is older than this planet, man. I got one of the first souls the Creator created. I got the Mach 1. My soul was around helping Moses. Yeah, I'm an old soul, man. I'm an old soul, but you know what? That's just young wisdom. That's what my uncle used to say. He said, "You got young wisdom." I'm like, "What the hell is young wisdom? You gaining wisdom at a young age? Young wisdom." I'm like, "Okay, I didn't know what that meant," but yeah, that's what he called it. Gaining wisdom at a young age. But that just comes through observing, man, and learning. Like being eager to learn. I was always eager to learn. I always wanted to learn something. Like it was, that's why, like, everybody got their addictions, and mine, one of my addictions is learning. You know, is I just had to learn how to learn. Does that make sense? I had to learn how to learn because when I was younger, if I resonated with something or something sounded good to me, I used to be like, "Oh, I'm rocking with that," and then you realize like I was always a practitioner, so it's like I learned to do. So then you start like, "Oh no, this ain't what it is. This ain't what it is." So that's why I said research is key, man. Y'all researching things should be going into, that's what I was gonna talk about tonight, the why. You know. There's a difference between understanding something and comprehending something. It's a huge difference. You know, understanding, think of that as like awareness, right? The best analogy is like this. I give you the difference between understanding and comprehending something. Right? If you understand the TV, you can turn it on and turn it off. You can flick the channel. You probably can even adjust the settings and stuff, right? With understanding. But comprehension of the TV, you can go out and make one. You know, each component, you know what it take, you know what type of glass it need, you know, all these things to make a TV. Now, if you understand, yeah, you can watch a TV, but if you comprehend, not only can you watch it, you can make it too. Now you can make it. So even with that concept, right? It's always better to comprehend something. And the way you do that, I'm giving you a life hack, right? Why? Why? You ain't got to go through all these mumbo jumbo, all this BS. I'm giving you a life hack. Why? Why gives you intent. That's what why gives you. That's what you're going after, the intent. What is what's done, you know? But the intent, the why of what is done, what's supposed to lead you to the why. You have a problem and you have a solution. Why? What is the problem? This is what's wrong. This is whatever. What is the problem? Why is the solution? Well, why did that happen? You know, I don't even want to go into that spiel, but check this out. Sailor, what up, though, sis? Appreciate you. Appreciate you. I appreciate you. Definitely. You hit me back on the thing. I seen you reply. But yeah, Sailor won the hold on one second. Yeah, my wife just spoiled. She just wanted to bug me. But yeah, so yeah, that why gets you to the intent of things. Understand why people do things, why things are done, and you can comprehend it and make it either work for you or it don't work for you. Right? It's always better to look at the intent of things, and that's what why go get you. Why go get you to the intent. Oh, I mean, sis, hey, you came in with spot on, like, bam, there go the number. And then that was my bad. I apologize to everybody. I got, wrapped up in the show and I just got to talking. I should have asked in the middle of the show, but um, yeah, I forgot. So the only right thing to do, because I remembered at the end of the show, and I'm like, I don't even know if sis in here, but she was the only one who actually put the right numbers in there. So that's the right thing to do. And everybody was cool with that. But I just wouldn't think it was fair because, like I said, you came in with the numbers hot. Like, here you go. This is what you wanted. And I was like, yeah. But yeah, so we will talk about that tomorrow. I should have the slides, little thumbnails I wanted to do. I should have that have those up tomorrow. But yeah, man, I wanted to talk about bitterness too. You know, I don't like y'all thought I was playing, didn't y'all? Did anybody go research that for themselves? PTED is a real diagnosis. Post traumatic embitterment disorder. It's something real. It's people walking around undiagnosed. I'm not even trying to be funny right now. I'm being dead serious. Dead donkey serious. I ain't gonna use the other word for donkey. So I'm gonna just say dead donkey serious. I'm being dead donkey serious right now. Is people walking around undiagnosed with post traumatic embitterment disorder. And what is embitterment disorder? Being bitter. How do bitterness, um, how do that come to fold? People walking around angry, holding on to things that they need to let go or need to learn from, need to do something with, but you're holding on to the anger. The anger, just like any milk, it's sour and spoiled, and it becomes what? Bitter. And that's what your soul be. When you hold on to that anger, your soul becomes bitter. And people be walking around mad at the whole world and ain't did nothing to them. I know people who mad at somebody that's dead and gone, and they still mad at them. I'm like, they can't say sorry, right? They don't care. They don't care. I know people said they willing to go to hell just to yell and scream at a person. I'm like, look, just let them chill in hell. Why don't you try to go to heaven and then y'all be separated? But no, you can't go to heaven. You gonna be bitter up in heaven. God gonna be like, get out of here, go down to hell and be bitter down there. That's where all the bitter people are, is in hell. Bitter people don't go to heaven. Okay, so don't be bitter. Don't be bitter. Liz B, what up, sis? What up, though? Appreciate you. My bad. I'm just being a little petty right now. But no, I'm serious. Don't be bitter, man. It's things that happen in life. Like my wife be like, how can I forgive people? Because I need me. That I need to feel okay. I ain't about to let no look. This is what happens. When you feel violated by people, when you feel people wronged you and you mad at, this is what happens. Um, they been your feelings, they in control now. They like puppet master. You be thinking about them and they ain't thinking about you. What's that saying? I'm rent free in their head. That's what happens, right? So if somebody do something to me, I be upset, I be mad. I process those emotions. I see it for what it is, and I tell them to have a nice life and keep it moving because my happiness is important to me. After every show, what do I tell y'all? care about how you feel. I say that I've been saying that for almost 2 years now. And there's a reason I say that, because until you care about how you feel, other people will be able to manipulate how you feel. But when you care about it, you start to be like, man, get out of here. And like I said, even now I have to process things. People do things, I be pissed off. I be angry. I be upset. But guess what? I process that. I understand why I feel like that. I identify what's the problem is, and I eliminate it. And guess what? I don't feel like that no more. If it's me dealing with somebody making me feel, bye, have a nice life. I'm straight. Because why? I care about how I feel. So when I feel something, I ask, why do I feel this? There we go again with that why. You know why? Because I ain't about to walk around bitter draws. It'd be some bitter babies. Be like, people be like, I ain't angry. I ain't mad. I'm like, yes, you are. The whole energy says this. Angry, mad, bitter. Like, look, yeah, don't be no bitter baby. Do not be a bitter baby. And I've been there before. So I'm not gonna sit here and act like I've never been bitter. I've never been, mad. Like I said, I process all these emotions, man. Understand why, so I can eliminate it. Why? Because I care about how I feel. When you care about how you feel, you would do something about the way you feel, right? And forgiveness is not to take the burden off of anybody, right? I don't care if someone says sorry when I don't forgave them. I don't forgave them before they can even apologize. Why? Because I'm straight. The house in my head, it costs, you got to pay rent. That's if you got to pass an extensive rental agreement, and I got to do a background check before you can even occupy the space. I'm straight. My feelings and my consciousness is reserved for people who are worthy of it. These are affirmations I tell myself. I don't brainwash myself. I'm gonna sound a little crazy tonight because I'm being real. So the stuff I say might sound a little off the wall because it's abstract and not normal. But yeah, I literally brainwash myself. That's what people do with affirmation. When you say positive things to yourself, you take all the negative things out the world put in you, your insignificance. Yeah, you brainwash yourself. They go do it, so why don't you do it to yourself and benefit you? I went from affirmations to mantras. What's the difference? Affirmation is you giving yourself positive reinforcement. Let's kick it up a notch. A mantra is what I live by. This is who I am. These are the rules I follow. These are my values. That's what a mantra is. So I have mantras. And I still say some affirmation. Because that's like programming. That's all it is. You program it. Use the 369 method. Y'all ever heard of that? 369. So you say your affirmation 3 times in the morning, 6 times in the afternoon, and 9 times at night before you go to bed. 369. Do that for a week and see if you change the way you think subconsciously, the way you move. They program you subliminally. You can do it too. You ever hear somebody repeat something 3 times? Let me say that again. Let me say that one more time. That's what they're doing. They subconsciously implanting things. That's what the repetitiveness comes from. It's like, because you can hear a person say something one time, you might hear it. But if they say it again, then you start listening. It's repeating. And that third time, okay, I got it. Now it's locked in. I remember old commercials when they used to, and once again, the number is, one more time. They always say the number 3 times for a reason, so you can remember it. They do psychology on you, do psychology on yourself. That's the trick. That's how you unprogram the programs that was put in you. That's how you change bad habits. They don't hear you. Hey, I'm telling you. And that's why I say, like, man, a lot of stuff I say might sound abstract, but it's for a reason. There's a reason. Because I ain't in those boxes. And I understand what they do. Oh, man, I'll be watching stuff like, even like this, like any competition, right? I sit back and watch, and I'm listening how people describe this presidential debate, and I'm like, you can hear just like people have a favorite, and no matter if they did good or bad, they go, you know, just like that Kendrick and Drake beef. I mean, it was really people. It's really people beefing from that, like people who don't know neither one of them, who would never sit down and talk or eat a sandwich or do nothing with these people. Never. But you know the people you arguing with. Like y'all in the beef because somebody think Kendrick better than Drake. Somebody think Drake. Like y'all weird, man. Like I don't see like people be truly upset at family members because I'm a Democrat, I'm a Republican. I seen families break up because they have different religion, and I'm like, y'all know all this stuff is only components of you, and all this stuff was like, I don't know, man. All this stuff was here before us. It's gonna be here after us. But while we're here, we can, find a common ground and make our lives better. We can do that, but it's a choice, and you gotta have people willing to participate. That's the hard part because this society is a me society now. Me, like you, yeah. That's the society we're in now. Me. So when you find those people, appreciate them. Show the people they appreciate it. That's what I try to do. That's why I show people love. I try to show as much love. I be wanting to hit panels. I be wanting, but man, the way my life's set up, see, I got 2 kids and they babies, 1 and 4. And I can barely see, and I ain't got a nanny yet. So I be chasing them around. My wife ain't here. So I can't really, my daughter is in that age, she put everything in her mouth. And I'm like, bro, my son in that age, he think he's Spider-Man climbing on walls. And like he literally ran and took 3 steps thinking he can run across the wall. I'm like, bro. And he showed me on his tablet. I'm like, oh, man, you watching Ninja Warrior. Like, chill out. It was like baby Ninja Warrior. And he watching it. I'm like, oh my goodness. So yeah, I got and then I got a business. I got a lot on my plate, but I like it like that. I like pressure, but it's hard to prioritize different things. So, I do watch a lot of replays. I listen. I listen a lot. That's what I can do. I can listen while I'm doing things. So I listen to a lot of people. And like replays, I ain't gonna lie to you, I speed it up and I listen to it. That's how I get through people like lives. I can listen to a 2-hour live in like 30 minutes. Yeah, I don't know if that's good or bad, but I can listen to the whole live in like 30 minutes. But if I speed up my live, it'll probably just cut down 10, 15 minutes because I talk too damn slow. I say like a word a minute. Yeah, I say about a word a minute. But yeah, so I personally try to support, I got to do better on leaving comments. I think that's what, if I do better on leaving comments, because people don't know. I know I be hearing, different content creators, they get upset because people don't type in the chat or, most of my views come after, I go off a live. Then I get, I end the live with like 100, like 80 views. And then the next day I shoot up another 100 or I shoot up to 100, like 120. So I get views after the live. So You never know who. I know how I be in the Raptors. I call it the Raptors. I don't even call it the bushes. I don't like bushes. It got bugs and stuff. I'm gonna chill in the Raptors, up in the ceiling, chilling by myself. People don't usually go up there, so I like chilling up there. So I know how I be in the Raptors. So I never complain about when I don't see people because people got lives, man. People forget that. I don't know, man. I just know my life crazy. That's why I come on so late. People be wanting me to come on early. Now, if I come on early, it's gonna be like 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock in the morning, and I'm transitioning to that because my son about to go to school. So um, that's gonna be an opportune time for me to go live. So I'm probably gonna start going live in the morning. But yeah. So I I don't know, man. You can't control how people think or feel. So I understand this. I know how I feel though. You know, I've been doing this for almost 2 years, and I feel like I'm a good person. I feel like my number should be higher, right? I come on here. I ain't gonna say positive because I don't look at it that way. I try to be progressive, right? I try to leave people with more than what they came with when I come live, even just having this conversation. I try to give people just different ways to think. I want you to be a better you when you leave here. At least be like, okay, word did say something powerful or motivating something. Like, damn, I learned this. I want you to leave with something that you ain't came with, right? So I feel like I'm a progressive person. So yeah, I feel like my numbers should be higher. But the reality is, they not. That's just the reality, and there's a lot of reasons why. Most of them is because of me, and I understand. That's why some shows I get hype or I got to grow into that. I am really a laid back person, and then when I'm talking about like philosophy and stuff like that, I'm not like the preacher type. So like I'm more of a intellectual lecturer type. That's the type, when I'm talking about things. Now, if we just chilling and having fun, then yeah, I can be that goofy, have fun. But if I'm talking about, I'm serious about it. Even my passion come out differently, you know. Um, but everybody different. But I deserve big numbers. I got positive, but that ain't what people want. People want entertainment. You just got to find the right people, and it's hard because it's a lot to go through, right? It's a lot to go through on here. A lot of different type of content, and you just a grain of sand on the beach. You know, that's really what you is. So the right people just got to find you, and then you build from there. And then weather for the storms, because that's gonna happen. Like if you do anything or not, but be ready to weather for the storm. Ups and downs in life. That's the law of rhythm. 1 minute you up, enjoy it. The minute you down, embrace it. When you down, embrace it. Learn from it, weather it, and get ready to go back up. That's just the law of rhythm. I think I'm gonna do that for the members. I'm gonna do a let me ask y'all this. Are y'all interested in the chakra system? Because I did something before, but I wanted to go into each chakra by detail. I wanted to link up with another content creator because she was doing it, and we had different understandings, right? She more or less told you what it is. I tell people more or less how to activate it, like how to activate um, the different chakras in your body. People say, my third eye, intuition, everyone has it. And people feel like the intuition is the third eye, but it's not. The intuition is not your third eye, but everyone has intuition, and your intuition can develop into discernment. Like people think intuition and discernment is the same thing, and it's not. Like not even by definition. Like go look up discernment. Most people don't. But Brother Gary, what he like to say is using intuition without emotions, but it's really not. Is you making logical sense out of your emotion, because the intuition comes from the emotion, the way you feel about something. Now, discernment is you being able to analyze your feeling and understand why you feel like that. And you'll be able to see the why of the feeling. So, for example, I'll show you an example, right? So, say if I get around some people, I'm like, man, I got a bad feeling, right? That's my intuition. Now, when I go to the next level, when I say I got a bad feeling, why do I got this feeling? Then I start peeping the scene, right? I start looking, okay, I know when people have this type of, just say, attitude, right? Like when people walk with a certain, you can see the aggression. It's usually not good. When people are clicked up and all of them look aggressive, and I'm not from this hood, and they look like they coming right at me, that's discernment. Okay, something about to go down. Is you being able to make logical sense of your intuition, your feeling, knowing why you feel that way. That's discernment. And that's why they say discernment comes with experience. Because you'll get in, when you're young, you get in situations and you'll feel this way, then you go through the experience and you learn from it, and then you'll gain the knowledge from that experience. So now when you're older and you go through it, like now you have discernment. These are the type of people to put me in this type of position, so I know not to do it. That's discernment. It's just making logical sense of your intuition. So it's like another level of intuition, but you're using your conscience, you're using your wits. Discernment is not just the feeling, it's you being able to make logical sense of your emotions. That's the difference between discernment and intuition. And so discernment, you got to develop that by experiences, by learning. That's something you develop. That ain't something just given to you. Like people use it even in a biblical sense when they say God gave us discernment. But they really say God told us to use discernment. But depending on what you read or what chapter. But it's different ways God was talking to us about discernment. Not just he gave us, but we had to develop discernment. But to even do that, you got to be aware, right? You got to be in the moment of the feeling. You can't be reactive. You can't be my bad, my mic, my thing's still static. Yeah, you have to be more responsive than reactive. And emotionally, we become reactive. When we think too much, then we become complacent. So you got to have a balance. Can't think too long. Think too long, you study wrong. Study long, study wrong. Right? That's what happens when you overthink, And then you become too capricious. You become capricious when you're emotional. You become impulsive. Do things too quick without thinking. You see how they work against each other? If you're emotional, you don't think. So you don't act quick. You act quick. When you think too much, you don't act quick enough. That's why you got to have a balance. And they balance one another out. Think about why you, instead of feeling a way about something, figure out why. Even if somebody did something to, like on this app, right? And I be trying to tell people, like on this app, think about this. We don't really know each other, right? So if someone says something about me that's not true, I understand the fact because I'm building a brand and you don't want no smut on your name. True. I feel that. But then you got to look at the person. You got to look at the person too. Like, are you even credible? Is this person even credible? If they're not, why do I care? Why be upset? Because that's the intention of the person. That's why they talking about you, to piss you off. Like, just I don't know if I've been around a lot of wealthy people, because of my occupation, right? Um, and one thing I just never seen well-off, wealthy people do is talk about people beneath them. I've never seen that. None of the people I know, even if they see like somebody poor, they try to help them. Give them a couple dollars. That's where I got the whole concept. If I can't help you, I'm not gonna hurt you, because I seen people do that. Like, okay, I can't help this person. I ain't gonna talk about them though. I ain't gonna kick them while they down. Like, well-off people don't do that. It be people beneath people who do shit like that. That's why you hear that. Oh, people think they better than. No, you think that. That's why you said it. You think that person is better than you, or that person is better. You're projecting. You projecting. People who feel the need to talk about other people are usually beneath them. If you at the top doing some top shit, why do you have to look down to criticize someone? You're gonna be too busy. But if you down, you can criticize the people above you. Yeah, that's gonna make you look good. That you knocking them off a pedestal. And that's what happens a lot. A lot of these people, I'm not trying to be funny. A lot of these people on this app, they just know they ain't shit, and they want other people not to be shit with them. And you have to be careful of that, because you get in the pen with the pigs muddling in the mud, you go get shit on you. So you have to be aware of that, man. You have to be cautious, because people will take you there. If you're having a bad day and somebody say the wrong thing, it is what it is. But even criticism, me personally, I don't like. I hear people talk about accountability. Man, you can't hold nobody accountable on this internet unless you go to the extremes and you try to get like their channel took. That's the only way you go hold somebody accountable, because you ain't got no authority or no influence over people over the internet. That's what it takes to hold somebody accountable, is either authority or influence. And authority looks different ways. Like in real life, how can you hold somebody accountable? If you can choke them out, if you can physically do it, intimidate them. And that's what people try to do on this internet. They try to intimidate you with words, though. And then when that don't work, then they get to doxing you and then doing all this crazy stuff. And if you got smut on your name, that can be intimidating. You don't want to be exposed. But then eventually you go run into somebody who don't care about being exposed. And I seen people who don't have a squeaky past, but they like, so what? I don't care. Like, they don't care about that stuff. Don't work on them. They be on demon time, boy. I seen some people like, yeah, I got this, I got that. So what you gonna do? Like, oh shit. They be on demon time. Now you done fucked with somebody who unfuckwittable. Now what? Where you go from there? Like, man, I don't know. It's just so much on this app. You just gotta learn how to navigate, man. I look at certain things as distractions, because that's what they become. You'll be wrapped up in something else, and it happens so quick. It can happen so quick and easy. I seen that happen. So, yeah, me personally, I just move smooth, move smooth. Move smooth, because it's always somebody bigger and badder than you. Always. So just be smooth, man. You ain't gotta go through life fighting everybody. You ain't gotta go through life I don't need people. I don't need your respect, but if you deal with me, I'm gonna get it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna earn it. I don't mind earning it, but I don't take nothing from nobody, so I ain't gonna take no disrespect neither. I don't take shit from nobody, and I ain't taking no disrespect. That ain't mine. It's yours. You keep it. You know, but that's how we gonna do that. You know, I don't take no disrespect. I ain't giving it, so I ain't taking it. I'm straight. But you just gotta I don't know, man. This is everything in life is an experience, and that's how people learn. It's through experiences, right? I've been told so many things that I had to experience to grasp it, right? I guess that's the best way I can say it. I had to actually, people told me, oh, don't do this or don't do that. But until I experienced it, I couldn't comprehend. I couldn't comprehend it, why I shouldn't do it. You know, because we think man, where Gary at? When you grown, you don't grow no more. So, we be thinking we know stuff until we don't know it. So it's just how you move smooth on here, man. And I practice peace, not war. In war there's casualties. Always gonna be casualties. Always gonna be destruction. So if you can avoid it, just avoid it. I ain't telling you be no sissy or don't stand up for yourself or don't fight back. I ain't telling you that. I'm just saying if the shit avoidable, avoid it. If it's avoidable, just avoid it. That don't make you weak. That make you smart. Because guess what? Life is short. So why I'm gonna deal with bullshit? Life is already short, bro. Look, you talking to somebody who they done brought me back twice. Life is short. So why deal with BS if you don't have to? You go deal with it regardless. BS go come your way. That's just a part of life. But if you don't have to, why should you? Life ain't fair. Why make it even unfair for you? Why put yourself? These are the things I had to beat into my head because I didn't understand. I wanted a new life. I didn't want to be in the hood, but I kept going back to the hood. Oh man! And then, do you know it was? Look, man, I'm gonna tell you a story. Right. So I was working at the hospital, and these wasn't even like my hood friends. These was actually people I met at the hospital, but they were still hood. Right. So I kind of like traded one off. They were like safer hood than my normal compadres. They were like a safer hood because they worked at the hospital. But I used to go over, like, we'd get off work 11:30. I go over there, grab some lick. We'd go over there, chill for like till like 2, 3 in the morning, and then I drive home back to the suburbs. But while I was over there, I'm drinking, I'm driving. I got that thing on me. I got to keep that because I keep coming back to the hood. So I got to keep the thing on me. And you ain't supposed to drink and have it. But it's like I got to walk out his house and he in my old neighborhood. Right. So I got to keep that thing on me because people see my car and so yeah, one night that intuition kicked in. I'm like, man, it was a Thursday too. I'm like, nah, man, I'm going to go home and relax and chill. And I used to go over there every night. That's like a wind down spot. It's like 16, 17 of us go over to our boy house at night. After working, kind of wind down, right? So this one night I was like, nah, I'm straight. I got to work the next day. I ain't seen nobody. I'm like, damn, everybody called in. I text a couple people, nobody answered. I'm like, what the hell happened? And then one of my other boys was like, I'm like, I asked him where, the dude house. I'm like, where? I don't want to say his name, but I'm like, where he at? He's like, oh, you ain't heard what happened? Oh yeah, man. He started telling me a story. One of his boys brought a mail truck, not even a mail truck, a goddamn UPS truck, right, over his house and parked it on the side of his garage, and then came in the house and was partying. Yeah, I know them things got trackers on it. He stole it. So when they tracked it, they came and raided my boy house, took everybody to jail. And I was like, man, that would have been me. Not even something I did, just hanging around people. And it wasn't even something the person who I'm hanging around is one of their boys. So it's not even me. It's not the person that I'm cool with who house it is. It's somebody that he know. If I was there, I would have got locked up with them for something that somebody I know did. That was like my wake up call. Like, I can be doing all the right things, but look where I'm at doing it. So I can be. I stopped doing everything I was doing, but I'm still around in the same environment. So guess what? I'm still getting some of that. I'm still getting some of that drama. I'm still putting myself in position. I'm still putting myself in the same positions, even though I'm not doing nothing, but I'm still in the same environment. So I had to learn, like, okay, hey, y'all can come out here and chill with me. Y'all come out to my crib. We can sit in the backyard, light a bonfire. We can relax. Hey, we can do the damn thing. We can party. My neighbors, cool. They'll probably bring a damn keg over. They ain't want to come out to the suburbs. No. They wanted to stay in the hood. So that's what it is. I had to make a choice, and that's the choice I made. And then even after you do that, people, oh, you acting fake, nah, man. I'm just being smart, man. It's something that I want, and I have to make changes to get it. That's just what it is. So you can say I changed, but there's something that I desire that's important to me. And for me to obtain it, I have to stop doing a lot of things. I can't live like this, man. I can't. If I do all this hard work and throw it away for somebody that somebody know, I'm straight. I'm good. I ain't about to throw nothing away for somebody that somebody know. I'm good. Where's the loyalty to me at? You want me to show loyalty to you? Where's the loyalty to me? Not to put me in fucked up situation where I even have to, where my loyalty is even tested. I'm straight. I had to learn, man. I learned through experiences, though. I got caught up in the car with a dude had a gun under the seat. I actually didn't know he had it on him. I knew he had it. I just didn't think he brought it with him because he actually had it stashed at my house. And I didn't see him walk in my backyard to get it. So he had to get it prior to that. So anyway, yeah, I got caught up in that. And it took 3 days for me to get out of jail for that. And then even 10 years after that, I never had to go to court. He ended up copping. But you go in jail on Friday, you ain't getting out till early Sunday morning. They gonna hold you there. So, I mean, even that is like I just lost 2-3 days of my life because of something somebody else did. Like I could have got people have got charged for stuff like that. People are doing life for get somebody pinning unaliving on them for not telling who. Like, man, you got me bent. There's no honor amongst thieves. There's really not. The same people who you not quote unquote is the same people who set you up. There's no honor amongst thieves. And you know who they set up? The people who they know ain't gonna snitch. Now y'all want to talk about like all this street honor and stuff. Nah, ain't no honor amongst thieves. Like people talk about ratting, bro. They been ratting. They been doing stuff worse than ratting. That's how I be knowing like people ain't really been in the street. Ain't no loyalty. I had family members try to take me out. Ain't no loyalty in the street, man. It never was. You see Scarface. You seen these mafia movies. They always trying to whack the next one up so they can take their spot. Where's the loyalty? Ain't no Lord, never been. There's no honor amongst thieves. Gary, what up, though? Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you. No honor. No honor, no honor, no honor. People talk about they're rat, they're snitch, bro. Half of the people, like if I don't know what street y'all came from, but I done seen people pin stuff on people who they knew wouldn't go snitch. Because that's why they did it. I'm talking about not even pin them, but set them up. Put them in position to take the rap. Knowing like, oh, they ain't gonna snitch. And that's who they picked. The same people who saying you won't snitch foes, the same people laying up with your girl. Your boys. Same people, man. Same people, man. Same people that you going to do you sliding with. Yeah, sliding as soon as you leave, they sliding right in, you know. Same people, man. There's no honor amongst thieves. Never has been. This whole fantasy, that's how I be knowing. I be like, man, no. It's always been the smartest survive. Always. Always been the smartest. Them the ones who could stay out of jail long. It's the smart ones, the thinkers. Not the loud ones, not the crazy ones. Nah, it was always the smart one. If you can outwit someone else. So if you out there crashing out, trying to be the most gangster, the one who influencing you is the one who benefiting. You want all the street cred. I'm the hardest. Guess what? That's the one to get taken out first. It's the hardest one in the group. That's why they always look, man. And people always came after me, and I'm like, damn, why they coming after me? And my uncle told me, like, cause you the threat. You the wild card. You the one they scared of, so they gonna come after you. I'm looking like, oh shit. That's why I always try to be incognito Negro. As I turned into a ninja after that, I promise you I did. Oh, you ain't gonna see me. Nah, no. Cause I was like kind of in my group. I was always the enforcer. I was the bigger one, the one who can fight. So anytime something happened, it was I stepped up. As I got older, like in my 20s, I couldn't do that no more. We ain't the little boys on the block beating people up. Now people bang bang. So like it's a couple times. I told one story when I was in that car and they got Swiss cheese. Yeah, they was trying to get me out of there. Because they knew I was the one that was going to do the most damage. So, no, we got to get him gone. Man, if y'all ever get my dad back on here, my dad worked for the airport. I used to get buddy passes, right? But I flew for free. Well, it wasn't even a buddy pass because my father, worked there. I can fly for free. Man, I was taking trips every other weekend trying to get the hell out of Dodge. Like, let me get out of here. I'm going to go chill out down in Pennsylvania for a minute. I need a couple weeks off. Like, god damn, this job is hard. The streets is, man. It ain't nothing that ain't no life to live, man. That's just not a life to live. It's really not, and a lot. It's unfortunate because some people don't get a choice. They kind of. But as you get older and mature, you always got a choice. You always got a choice. But I've seen people literally thrust in because of family. Like forced in to the street life because of family. Like you don't have a choice. You're either going to do this or you're going to become a plate too. Like they turned them into pit bulls. I seen that. Some of my friends like that. But after a while, when you can make your own decisions, then you do have a choice. You do have a choice when you're able to make your own decision. And legally, that's 18. So I know people who just said, I'm going to the military just to get out, just to get away and make a career out of that. Mr. Gary Busted Down Brown, how are you, my 33 brother? What up, now?
Top of the AM. Wow.
To do something wrong if they loved them. Yeah, my bad, bro. I had to change the show. The kiddies was tripping. Like they just went to sleep. They just
Look
went
at
to
you.
sleep. I was trying to make the things for the show, bro. They was bouncing around. They got my daughter got this like kitchen set. So instead of playing with the kitchen set, they put 2 pillows in front of it and start using it as a slide. And I'm looking like, bruh, like, bro, I ain't got no regular kids. I'm like, why y'all? It's a kitchen set. It's not. You got to slide outside. No, Dad, this is a slide too. Like, no, everything is not a slide. I made it one. Like, oh my God, my son, if he ain't my kid.
You better be happy he ain't do slip and slide.
Oh no, they did that yesterday.
Oh my God. They too
Yeah.
creative.
Well, my son, man, I was so mad. I was in the room trying to get a baby a nap. And like 20 minutes after she went to sleep, I hear boom. He laughing. I'm like, I jump up, like, what the hell? I come in the kitchen, bro. I didn't fall, but I slipped, like I spent in the circle and grabbed the wall. Like, what the he had the hand, we got a hand dispenser of soap in the bathroom. He took that and put it on the goddamn floor, bro. And he was like, look, Dad, like, no. Yeah. Yeah.
That's what they do. They create stuff out of the clear blue.
That's the beautiful thing. I used to do stuff like that. I was way worse than my son. I was watching MacGyver at his age. At his age,
Oh yeah.
I took a bullet and put it between 2 bricks and took a nail and hit the back of it. It was like, boom. Man, my grandma came out there, beat. Man, it exploded the bricks that was holding. I didn't get hurt or nothing. But yeah, she beat the crap out of me, bro. And then a week later, I did it with a shotgun and shit. I was bad as a kid, bro. I was bad. I know I was. That's why I be on my kids. Like, that's why I be hovering over them. Like, nah, I know what I did. You ain't about to do it. Go ahead, right on the wall. You can do that. I was
don't
mixing
even do
chemicals, bleach, and I was trying to get stuff to foam, like Comet and bleach. I was mixing, trying to make a bomb, bro, at 5 years old, bro. Watching MacGyver.
Yeah, you made a chemical bomb though. See, this is what they don't tell you.
Man, bro, I was that damn MacGyver.
Good morning, chat.
I'm excited for your show tomorrow, bro.
Man, look.
Can we get a sneak peek?
A sneak peek up. Man, listen, it's so much to think about when you got that. I'm so afraid.
Hey, shout out to Rooted. Hey, Rooted, hit exclamation point word and drop your link in the chat, bro. Y'all go check out Rooted essentials and oils. Especially, look, man, my wife, he gave me some game, right? A wool ball. Instead of the fabric softeners, get a wool ball and a safety pin and use them essential oils. And you got a organic fabric softener. He got a whole bunch of tips and tricks like that. Get over there, check it out. Natural way. He'll break down what the oils are and he sell them. So not only can he inform you, but he can hook you up too. So definitely check out Rooted. E, what up, fam? Appreciate you, sis. Appreciate you. Hey, if anybody want to hit the link is on the community wall. But yeah, but all members, y'all can drop y'all link by hitting exclamation point word. Y'all check out all the members, man. I'm about to do a members video. I gotta make so much stuff.
Yeah, but you over there trying to stop bombs or hockey tickets and stuff like that. You ain't gonna be able to do nothing. Well, you over there telling your age. I watched MacGyver. I know what he did. The original MacGyver, not this 2000 MacGyver.
The original MacGyver. Bro, my heart was broken when they took that show off there. My heart was broken.
Fonzie made a hell of a lot of money with MacGyver. I tell you that much. Oh, y'all probably don't even know who Fonzie is. Damn, my bad.
Yeah, man. Tell him I just told him I was 40. I'm proud of my age. I made it. Mama, I made it.
Listen, the fact that, we see a lot of people not even, we see a lot of people 9 and 50. It's just time for us to just wake up, man, and live life. We over here doing all this nonsense, all this other goofy stuff, and we ain't even getting to 50, 55. If you got grandkids already, they're not even seeing them walk across the the podium to get their high school diploma.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of them, a lot of them ain't even seeing their kids play the little athletic sports now. Shout out to Liz B, right? I've been in her lives a few times while she watching her daughter play volleyball and stuff like that, man. That's the life that we supposed to be living, man. We ain't supposed to be on this talking about nothing else but how to get better. But of course, we got people over there just causing chaos and people believing that their peace is now chaos and things like that. Those are the ones that's preying on you and not praying for you. You know what I mean? So y'all just have to be alert and see who's who. Understand that, man. It's hard. It's hard in your natural life to decipher who's for you and who is against you. So just imagine when you just looking at fake profile pics or pics that even look like mine. But like I keep telling y'all, the way you speak, the way you carry yourself, it should be enough. But even when you do that on here, it's a deceptive thing, right? But you got to have enough discernment. You got to have enough understanding that, okay, well, either he's real or he's not, or either she's real or she's not. I know that I say that your content is your character, right? And I do a lot of things that I try to show that that's who I am. But I know there's people waiting for the downfall. They praying on me, right? Y'all was here for the little incident where somebody was in here running amok. I don't even know what they was talking about. But sometimes you get knocked down because you know somebody or because you related to somebody on this thing. And instead of them taking you as an individual, you get lumped into a collective. Well, collect some of this information and apply it to yourselves and see if it works for you. Let's try to do that first before we do anything else.
Mm-hmm. Bro, you just shut me up. I ain't getting nothing to say to that. You just shut me up because that's one of the hardest things. Because you just never know what someone else is truly thinking or feeling. So someone can portray themselves as your best friend one day and been plotting on you the whole time and just waiting for that perfect opportunity. Somebody just said that to me earlier. I think it was Tay. Shout out to Tay Eats, aka. Hold on, let me show y'all. Yeah. So if y'all got membership, go ahead and throw that nice emoji in the chat for our sister Tay.
Here you go. Nah, but it's just true though. Like for example, I like Miss Chicago. I appreciate you letting me know about you not being able to communicate in my chat when I'm on. I don't know what the problem is. I went and looked it up, and I don't have any blocked people on my thing. So I'm just trying to figure out how to set it up to where you can see your comments. I don't have anybody blocked. I don't block anybody. I don't even do that in real life. Now people be like, well, I ain't talking to you no more. I ain't block you. Anybody that knows me, I'm blocked on people's lives today, and I still support them. I don't care. If I believe that you have a message that can help somebody, I will share it even if you don't like me. It's not about me. Some people talking about, I want to be right. I want to be right. That's not how I am. It should be right. Whatever it is, it should be right for somebody. I will share that just because it's right. It's not about how you feel about me. I feel about you. If it makes sense, if it's plausible for somebody to receive something out of it, I will share it. I'm not, I'm really in my Christ-like entity right now. I always have been, right? If it makes sense, I will do whatever I can for somebody to receive that and go ahead and do forward. Move push it forward. I don't have no ulterior motive on here. There's no need for me to dislike anybody. The only way you dislike anybody if they going against what you do, but that's just a dislike of your movement. It's not a dislike of a person. That's just me. And maybe I'm a little bit different, but hey, I've been told that before in my life, so I'm used to it.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just looking at I had to renew. I had some free memberships and I actually wanted to join the channel and they just ended. Young Riaz, what up though? King Miller, what up though, my brother? Yeah, so dang, it was something I wanted to ask you.
Oh, my bad.
I forgot what it was. No, you good. That's my lapse of judgment. I went and the email popped up that my subscription ended, and I clicked on it. And I was like, oh yeah, I got to renew this one. Yeah, but I had to push back. So I got to get with my wife tomorrow because I had to push back everything as far as the mentorship. I want to do a meet and greet before I actually, start the program. And I was trying to push it back so I can get more people. So that's one reason I pushed it back because I actually want more than 3 people. So I'm just giving people opportunity. I'm opening up to anybody now. I don't care if and if you just want the services, that's what you sign up for. If you just want the opportunity for your young boy to learn emotional intelligence and get some self-esteem and some self-confidence, building tools, the service is here for you, and it's free. So just giving, other people opportunities. And then also, my cousin coming into town this weekend. And I didn't take that into consideration. I really didn't because I'm not going to the game. But then I'm like, my family traveled with them. So I'm like, yeah, I forgot. And they ain't seen the kids since the last time they've been up here because when I went down there, I didn't take the kids. And some of them came up here for my birthday, but like my daddy's twin, which is my cousin's mom, she didn't. So she was like, I want to see my nephew and my niece, like, because it's another girl. We got a lot of boys in our family. So when girls are born, they spoiled. So they start spoiling my daughter already. So, yeah, girls are covenant in our family because it's mainly boys.
Well, they should always be coveted, but especially like I I I would like to ask the chat, if y'all if y'all go to my community wall, I posted a picture of word information about his mentorship. If y'all could share that, please, so he can get some traction, it will be much appreciated. Sometimes we always talk about, nobody's doing nothing, nobody's saying nothing, nobody's trying to bring nothing out, right? Now we have the opportunity to show that there is somebody that's trying to do something. We see that there's a person that's willing to give their time back. Okay, we're not in a physical community, but guess what? We're in a community. Period. It's just on a social media aspect. Now we understand that life is tough, especially for them single parents, especially for them single moms who ain't got you know, no male influence in their life, meaning, boyfriend or stuff like that. He's not trying to say he's trying to replace them. All he wants to do is say, you know what? There's somebody out here that's willing to put up their active time in minutes and days and hours to sit there and say, you know what? I'm here to help. A lot of us hear that all the time. Now there's somebody that's willing to do it. So I think the best thing that we can do is just push it out, push that message out. So he put up yesterday. I don't know if everybody was here yesterday. He put the his information up. I just decided to share it just because I believe it can work. I believe it will work. And as y'all see, that's exactly what I put up there. That information right there. I believe that it'll work. If you guys can take a little 15 seconds out of it and share it out to whoever is in your subscribers or whatever, I I am a firm believer that one could reach 1,000. I think if we all do that, I think one person may give it a shot, especially if they understand that one, it's free. Two, it it also involves the actual parent or parents that wants to get involved with it. Their input would be valued and much more successfully reached by other people that's going through the same thing. They don't, I know one person is island. I know people are born by themselves, they die by themselves, but in the middle of that life and death scenario, you are not to be alone. So why not just share what you went through with somebody, and they may understand you, and then you can actually help another child understand that, hey, we may not have that male figure, but we know how to represent ourselves because there are people reaching out to us to just have a conversation, trying to help us to understand what right or wrong is. So if you guys can, please share this picture out, and it's more of a testament of what a person is willing to do instead of somebody just continuously talking about it.
And I will say this too. Um, Even the parents, the parents have an opportunity to benefit because let's be honest, how many of us learned emotional intelligence? How many of us even know what it is and practice it? Um, so even the parents can actually get something out of this too. And if at least, at minimum, what you would get out of this is you can further whatever I teach the child. The tools that I give them, you can put them to practice every day because right now I only have the ability to meet twice a month. So even you sitting in there learning it, you can learn it for yourself or you can learn better how to help your child with it. A lot of the issues that people have as adults, they don't understand their own emotions. And if you don't understand your own, it's kind of difficult to understand where other people at emotionally. And that's important when we communicate, and especially like when you get in business, like when they get into, you want your child to be successful, right? I don't even want to say it like that, but it's other people, other races of people who are teaching their children these things. They're building their self esteem, they're building their confidence, they're building, establishing their emotional intelligence. So now they have an advantage over other people who don't. That's the nicest way I can say it, most politically way I can say it. But I see a lot of people now, who don't practice emotional intelligence, who don't have it, who don't have social intelligence as adults. And for people like me, I had to learn it by myself. But I was lucky to even be aware, to be exposed to the concept for me to even approach it. A lot of people, I remember the first time I did that show, people like, what? And then when I broke it down, they like, and it's like I said, a lot of times in life you will go through it, you will learn these different lessons. You won't have a name for it, but you will learn the lesson, and you won't think twice about it, or you won't know how to articulate it, but that's what I'm here for. Nate the Great is in the building. What up, though? Appreciate you, Nate. Hey, exclamation point word is not working for the members. So, members, Nate, y'all feel free to drop y'all link. Exclamation point word.
Yeah, feel free to drop your links. But you know, especially it's really hard, right? I'll give my example, right? I didn't my father was never in my life, right? So, you growing up, and one of the things about me, I grew up with a bunch of females. My grandmother, my mother, her sisters. I outlived, like right now, as I'm speaking to you today, my father and his brothers never reached 40 years old. I've outlived them already. Right. So now I have to be the example for my son. I have to be the example for my nephews of how to not go on down the wrong road. So like most boys that will look for male acceptance. And a lot of us back then, we would turn to the streets, right? Because it's a whole bunch of boys out there, some of them older. So we might flock to the older person on the street. We may flock to them because, we think they're cool. We think they know things. It's just the fact that they're older. So if you have a son and times may be different now. Like for example, my son likes to stay in the house and play video games, right? I'm like, no, I mean, it's cool. You get to speak to people on the internet, things like that, but you don't it's just something about seeing people face to face, right? For me. And if you don't see them face to face, they can tell you anything, right? So we don't even have discernment to understand when a person is telling us a lie or a truth on this thing, right? If we can't do it, how the hell the kids are doing it now? You know what I mean? Like we don't know. And then we know there's negative entities in those type of things, people that's older that may be plotting and stuff like that on your kids. It's scary to say. I don't even like saying that, thinking it. But, we don't want these internet pirates to be an influence on your children. So we all have to be aware of, like, okay, I literally brought a video game system just to talk to my son to make sure that he's okay. You understand? Like that's like super crazy. So I'm like, okay, son, what you playing? Oh well, I'm playing 2K. All right, well, play your game. Watch how if you busting them down, just be careful how you talk to people because you don't know. Somebody might be trying to pull up on you, and I can't afford that. Be mindful of this type of stuff that you doing on there. We just don't know. Like we just found out that there was a 14-year-old boy in Georgia running around just trying to kill coaches and people like that just because whatever happened. Yeah, if you love your kids, you would have probably broke down the barricades. I'm not scared of going to jail for my kids.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, I do.
I'm not scared.
Man.
But I understand the process. But nah, I'm going to listen. You can't cross the nigga. I'm gonna cross that line and any other line to go find my kid. Y'all talking about lockdown, nigga? I'm gonna unlock that thing if I can. That's my kid. That just shows how much you love your kids, a reflection of yourself. But there's people that don't love themselves. There's people that step out of the way because the woman didn't do what he wanted, or he got what he wanted and then left, or whatever the case may be. Now it's time to accept this program that this man is trying to present, right? If one of us can actually decide I'm going to give my time and opportunity to help somebody who's struggling, because as much love that a woman has for her son, we know, daddy's little girl, but you a mama's not. I hate the term mama's boy because they make it a negative thing, but that's just a connection, right? Some boys are just connected to their mama because that's how you cling. right? But if we're being honest, we can nurture them all we want, but we can't nurture a man how a man is supposed to be nurtured in a manly fashion if you're doing it by yourself, so to speak. So if somebody's willing to give their time up, to have the one on one, well, not even a one on one conversation, the social intelligence to put a man's perspective out there before the streets get them. Why not use that avenue? And that's what I'm promoting right now, because at the end of the day, if a man is going to be willing to take the time and talk to a teenage kid, because that's when we're most vulnerable, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, right? Damn, we ain't getting no luck. There ain't nobody here to stop us. We know mama ain't strong enough, because we smelling ourselves when we get the little mustache and the hair on in the places that we ain't supposed to be looking at. But we gonna go out there and see how far we can take it. Because we might get a whooping, but that whooping may not be strong enough. You understand what I'm saying? It's just the way that it goes. But if you got somebody that's willing to help you teach your kid that, and it's free, why not take that? Why not take advantage of that opportunity?
And let me say shout out to Leticia too. She sent me a donation earlier towards the mentoring program, and I'm like, that's humbling, So I appreciate that. Shout out to Leticia. I'm gonna play this real quick.
Come on, get that money, 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 money. I don't come
Yeah, shout out to Miss Third Eye POV. Y'all definitely check her out. Leticia is a member too. I don't know if any mod 755. What up though? Appreciate you. Yeah, all members hit exclamation point word drop y'all link. And if anybody has Leticia's link, can y'all please drop that in the chat? She is a member. She didn't get the 10 memberships over here. Shout out to sis supporting the movement. Appreciate that. Like I said, if you support, you got that 9S, that's non-support. What up, nines? Appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate y'all, because this is definitely something that everyone and anyone can benefit. If you're in a 9 or if you're just watching the content and feeling the vibe, you go benefit. So I appreciate everybody. It was something else I wanted to say behind what you just said. Yeah, this is I'm be honest with y'all, is a bit disheartening, but I like pressure. I like, being put in, but it's like, damn, I'm trying to do something for free that adults have to pay for, you know. So it is a bit disheartening, but I understand, it's so much stuff going on in this world, so many people trying to scam. That's why I created it the way I did. That's why I'm putting the time in it that I'm putting in, because I can't replace nobody, daddy. I'm not trying to do that. I'm just trying to give these young men something that I think would have been beneficial to me when I was younger. If I understand how it feels not to be heard. I understand how it feels not to be understood. So I try to, create that space. And I do that for adults too. I just do that for people in general, right? Even this space, I don't try to tear nobody down. I only try to build people up. And if I can't build you up, I'm definitely not about to tear you down. Not intentionally, sometimes, things happen, if you come, I ain't gonna get into that. Anyway.
That even with that, right? Even with somebody coming to the midst of that, right? You gotta keep going. Like I'm determined. I don't care who says what, how it's said. I don't care about none of that. I truly believe that something was placed in my heart to go ahead and do the things that I'm doing. Whether I promise you, I can talk. I'll talk for a whole hour and nobody's in my. I swear I'll put it out. I'm just putting it out just to show you that. Listen, man, there's somebody out here that may have an understanding of what you are going through. So even if you listen to it on the replay, you might hear a few minutes. Nah, he boring. Okay, cool. But somebody gonna pick it up, and that's the whole goal. Is that somebody picks it up. I give you up. Like I promise y'all. One day I did a live, and me and this woman, we were just sitting there supporting each other. She was going through something, and I was going through something. We sat there and spoke for at least an hour and a half, just back and forth. And she was chatting in the chat, and I was just feeding whatever she was giving me, and I was giving it back to her. And to this day, she said, "Yo, that's one of the. I don't even know what made me do it, but you definitely helped me get through that situation." Those are the things that I'm here for. Those are the things that make me continue to go. I just did one person just could have encouraged you to keep going forward, and that's what we're here for. Well, that's what I do. I believe that's what Word do. I believe that's why I will not. I will do anything that I can to help him get whatever he got across. And it ain't because he's putting no money in my. No, it's not about the money. It's about his mission. It's about his goal. I feel richer if somebody joins it and it's a success. If he starts the mentorship and one of the parents gets the help and they say, you know what, Word, I truly appreciate that because I didn't know how to reach him and you spoke to him and now he's looking at things differently. That's the goal for Word. I think that should be the goal for anybody. He's not getting paid for it. He's literally getting there's no money involved. The money is the add something into somebody, put something into somebody's storehouse that you can be important, that this young man can literally be a success without nobody influencing him in another direction. That's the goal. That's his goal, and I'm gonna be behind it.
And this is what I was about to say. You want to know how crazy my mind is? We was talking about homeschooling one day, and Leticia, she do it for her son, and there's a couple other people, and I'm thinking like, man, how awesome to be if we can create a network where we can have like, if this person is good at that, then they can teach this through the Zoom or the Skype, like a village. You got parents switch off, you teach them this day, you teach them that day, and the parents can be right there helping them. But if they stronger in this thing, you can just, it's the possibilities what these kids can learn and how they can benefit from us helping one another. And that's more like a bartering. Like, say if I'm good at math, I teach math. Leticia good at English, she teach English. And I can be right there still with my kid helping them as she's, but she's the stronger in that. That's the village, the community. Look, bro, we sit here all the time and say, there's no leader, right? I'm a teacher, but when we get to the point where we have people ready to do something, then I'll be ready to lead, But until then, I'm just sitting back, bro, because I'm really about this life, a betterment, like trying to better. I'm really about that, bro. Like I wake up every day thinking how I can do something to be better. I really got that drive, but I understand it takes the right people, man. It do, or you just go build something to get destroyed. So I'm not one that sit there and wait, and when the people ready, then I'll be here. But until then, bro, I'm gonna just keep bettering me. I'm gonna just keep bettering me, man, and creating more people, like duplicating myself. That way, when it's time to go, it's time to go. But eventually, like I just feel like, man, I'm gonna just try to build piece by piece, and I'll be willing to do it, build it myself, and then when it get rolling, hopefully people get on the track with me. But I build this some bitch by myself. I don't care. That's just because I have to, bro. It's just like I have to.
Well, you have already laid down the foundation, right? Your foundation is, you know what? A better you is a better us. That's the image that you want to put out there. So if you want to put that out there, why not start with you? Okay, that's what the mentorship is about. You want to, you listen. The fact that you are willing to take the time to teach children that are not your, or influence children that are not yours, but at the same time you building a relationship to where, hey, if I ever need a man, a heart to heart conversation, I can do it with my mom and that's present, and I can sit there and express myself to the life coach. What more could you ask for? You understand what I'm saying? And I know you said there's a couple people that pulled out because the dads are now they stepped up to the plate. That's a beautiful thing. But if I wish they would come back and then hear what you got to say. All right, brother, you here? What do you think about what I'm
Right.
saying? If I'm wrong, and well, I don't think you're wrong, but I like to piggyback off of that. Do you not understand that your son will be even listening 10 times harder because it's you that's bringing the message out to the atmosphere, and he's sitting right there in the Zoom with you? That's the point of you. That's the point of the mentorship. You also are allowing yourself to build a relationship with your son because he's willing to participate in the program. What more could you ask for? But maybe I'm off. It's not an ego thing. It's not a machismo thing. It's not a man thing. It's the right thing. I never want to be right. I want that stance to be right. It's not about me. It's about the position of whatever we're talking about to be right. That's all I want to do. But you know, I'm not in competition with nobody, so I wouldn't know.
What up, nine? Commanders in the building, the general, the minister of defense, the HR queen. What up, though? Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Hey, man, did you see that whole Tyreek Evans video? I mean, the Tyreek Hill video?
Yes, I did.
Bro, I seen half of it at first. I'm like, I seen when the cop got the license and stuff. I seen the whole video today. I'm like, oh man, I'm happy I didn't react to that. Oh man, I'm gonna say this. I still don't agree with the way the cops like handled him, but cause and effect is in play, brother. What did you expect was gonna happen? Like,
That I,
like you can't do that, bro. That's just you just got. I don't care how much money you got.
they
You
don't
can't
care how
do that.
much money you got.
Yeah,
That's the thing.
that shit
That's
gonna
the
piss
thing.
them off even more. That's what it is. It pissed them off even more. If that was just like
Eh,
somebody in the pickup truck, they would have been like, "Yeah, whatever." But because you in that fancy and you got this, oh, you think you gonna talk to us like this, boy? Let me show you.
Matter of fact, get out the car. Just get your
Right,
ass out.
man. Yeah, hey, I ain't got no beef. I ain't got no. At first, I was like, nah, and I was about to call my cousin, and something told me like just look for the whole because I didn't know that wasn't the whole video. Because sometimes they turn their cameras on when they get to the car, but these
Right.
motorcycle cops, bro, no, they seen him,
Mhm.
and
Yeah,
then it's
I'm
just
trying
off
to
the
figure
rip.
out. Right, I'm trying to figure out. Okay, you talking about you worried that you couldn't see him. So if you couldn't see him, how the hell you ain't know he had a seatbelt on? I don't even know if he had a seatbelt on. Not according to the shots that they had. I didn't see it.
No, he when he called in, he said he was speeding. I think he said, "I don't." You if you go over 1 mile over the speed limit, they have the right to stop you. If you go 1 mile over,
Absolutely.
if you go 5 miles under, they have the right to stop you. That's their
I
job.
don't,
So, but
I
he
don't know
did
how.
because now
I never
you
understood that.
endangering. Yeah, you and no, I think it's 10 miles under.
Listen, if
Maybe
the
10
speed
miles.
limit is 65 miles an hour, right? I promise you, they tell you the slowest you can go is 40. If the slowest I can go is 40 miles an hour, why are you bothering me? I'm not breaking no infraction. There's no infraction broken. But because you gotta understand who you are, they are intimidated or think they can get a collar from you. So you have to
But
do what you can.
But when you going, especially like on the freeway, when you going too slow, you putting other people in danger.
No, you no, I don't. I guess I don't know.
Yeah,
I know this.
I know it's
They're not getting my way because I'm 2 lanes over. I'm on cruise control. I'm flying by that person. But if y'all telling me the minimum I can go, so that's just like y'all telling me if my scooter could go 40 miles an hour, I could ride on the highway. If my little
no.
China yeah, if my Chinese delivering scooter can go 40 miles an hour, even though y'all don't suggest it, I can go on there. All y'all asking me to do is have insurance on that vehicle and a license plate. What law
What
did I
up,
break?
Nine?
What up,
Gary,
Hey,
Commander?
Commander.
Chat, where you at? Gary, if
Yes.
we can only go up to a certain speed limit, why do they make cars that can go so fast? Because
Why?
that's just
Because
temptation.
I asked that too.
and, and that's exactly what it is. The temptation. Like that's why they was in. All right, let me go pull this guy over. And he telling you I'm late for work. Oh, all right, we see you late for work. You doing like 110. But he ain't had the right to say just give me my ticket. You know they're not just gonna give you a ticket.
But he told him like, don't be tapping on my window like that. Don't do. And I'm like, bro. And he said
Man,
it three. He said it repeatedly. Just give me my ticket. I got stuck. Like, bro, who you talking to?
man,
Like,
I thought that man was gonna pull a baton out and break the window. All
I
right,
did
roll that
too.
shit up again.
When I heard the whole thing, if he would have did it, oh well, you put yourself in that
Yeah.
position. Like, and
And
then like, man, that because when I heard Kwame Brown, when I heard him talking about it, I didn't see the video. I seen a clip of it, and the clip I
mhm.
seen was not the whole video. So I'm like, dang, bro, like, hold on, all that ain't happened because like he went from he went from, man, who you think you don't be tapping on my window? Come on, man, don't do my back, man. Nah, bro, you wasn't.
I
You
just
ain't
got
had that
surgery on my
energy.
knee. Yeah. If
You
you
ain't
shut
had
the
that
hell up, you
energy
wouldn't
at
go
first,
through that. Well,
bro.
right.
That energy changed real quick, brother. Yeah, when they snatch you out that car, they're like, hold on, man. Like, but bro, it was so many things. Like you put your bro, you man, look, it's already fucked up out here. Don't put yourself in the blender. You know, you put yourself in the blender and they turn it on, you can't be mad. You jumped in it. Like that's
And
how I
just
look
because
at
you and just because you ain't put that cord in the socket, don't mean somebody else ain't gonna do it. You gotta understand you may not be in control of everything. You know, people don't understand a lot of us growing up, listen, just do what they say so you can come back home. Your
mm-hmm.
grandparents were telling me that from the gate. And you from down south or whatever, especially, man, listen, 10 to 2. I don't even drive it. 10 to 2. Do
But
that.
people could do everything right and
And
still
still
get it.
and still get it. So
Right.
why do something wrong? If you know
I'm,
that, why do something wrong? Fuck that,
I'm not here to add no gasoline, no fuel to that fire.
I just
Listen, I grill a lot. So I'm not adding no more charcoal to that thing. Now, oh my God. Yeah. All right. You keep playing with them then. Go ahead, Commander.
I just want to say Miami PD, anywhere in Miami, pretty much, they be crazy. They're crazy. The cops, they're like wild. And then somebody was saying, oh, they can't use racism because the cops were Hispanic. Bullshit. I'm sorry, but Hispanics are racist too.
Mhm.
Black people are racist too against other black people too.
Hell yeah.
And they build a brotherhood and they all act accordingly.
I got thrown in a dumpster for curfew. So yeah, by a black dude. I ain't know what everybody ran except for me because I didn't know what the hell was going on. And then I'm walking and they was like, come here. What you got? I was like, I got a Huggy, man. I got some seeds. Some seeds. What seeds? I showed him sunflower seeds. He threw that shit. He was like, he patted me down. He was like, why you ain't run with them? And I'm like, I didn't. He was like, it's past curfew. Where you live at? I said, down the street. He said, when you hear us pull off, then you get out. I'm like, get out. Man, they lifted the dumpster and threw me in there. I bullshit you not. They said, when
They
you
Man,
can
that,
do
hear us
wrong.
leave, that's when you come out. I'm like, come out of what? Man, they lift that bitch and threw me in the dumpster behind the stove.
What?
Yeah,
That's
man.
crazy.
I didn't know. I didn't know we had curfew. You know, I just didn't know. Hey, that was a 755. That was the remember the Tiger Squad in the D. That's who got me. That's who did that. Remember we had the Tiger Squad. That was like our gang squad, man. Them boys. It was a big black dude. He was like, when you hear us leave, that's when you get out. And I looked at him and I literally said, when I said get out of what, I heard the lid open. And as I'm turning around, this big motherfucker grabbed me and over his head, like we was on some WWE type shit, over his head and threw me in a dumpster and they closed it. I sat in there. I sat in there. I heard the car and I got out.
See,
Like
when you
what I'm
first
supposed to
said
do.
dumpster, I thought you got locked up, but you're a literal, like it's a
No,
literal
the
dumpster.
garbage can behind the store, the damn dumpster. They threw me in the dumpster.
Wow.
Straight up. They threw me in
You
the
heard
dumpster.
the back of that. You heard that top hit the back of that dumpster. You like, oh hell no. But that's the wrong way. That's the wrong way to be humble. That's the thing that I'm talking about. Like people got so much mouth, right? They got so you listen. You don't have the authority to face the authority at that particular time. You can quote legal law, whatever they don't care about that. They got a defense for that.
Bro, if I would have said
I
something, they would have stumped me out, bro. I'm telling you, I was
exactly.
13, but I was big. I look like I'm probably like 17, 18. Bro, they would have stumped. If I would have said anything smart to them dudes, they would have stumped me out. They had batons out. The big dude had the baton out, and I'm looking like, man, he gonna break something if he hit me with that. The other dude shaking the mace, like laughing and shit, and I'm looking like, they was like, why you ain't run? I'm like, what I'm supposed to run for? I ain't did nothing. It's like, it's past curfew. I'm like, I knew nothing about it. I just walked to the store with my friends to go get some damn juice and some sunflower seeds. The store is like a block down from my house. So I don't know nothing about a curfew. Like
Now,
this shit, wow, bro.
now, if you don't know about curfew, just imagine them people that's in them suntown, them sundown towns.
Yeah.
Those still exist.
Oh yeah.
Those still exist.
Oh, I know.
Man,
They
look,
got too much power. That's what
and look,
happens.
even when they abuse their authority, they got IA. IA's on their side. Like we got Commander. Let me tell y'all this. Commander, she's very firm in HR. We ain't gonna lie to y'all. She's supposed to be on our side. She on HR side. She working with the company. So we understand that, y'all really messing up by the letter of the rule. Commander gonna get us, right? That's what the police do, is the same thing. It's the same exact thing. So if you know that, is are you really gonna spend 100,000 to get the 100,000 back if you get a lawsuit?
And
Really? And you ain't getting 100,000 back because you still got to pay the lawyer.
mhm.
You
Well, he did
understand?
say
You're not
something
winning.
like, "Thank you for the check." He said, "Thank you for the check."
He talking about thank you
So
for a damn check. You just got $100 something million. Nigga, that little hundred, what you gonna do? Buy another car with it? You gonna pay the lawyer 50% of whatever you getting ready to get the lawsuit? That's hustling backwards.
I just think he could have been gone. Like they could have took him out. They could have took
And,
him out.
and see, that's what I'm saying. Like he put himself in, and you put yourself in a bad position, bro. You ain't have to do all that. I mean, you can
Uh,
say your rights and shit like that, but what happened to you is because of what you did. That's a direct effect of how you handled that situation. That's why you
all they
got
had
thrown
to
out the car.
say was the windows were tinted dark. He was shuffling. I saw something. Boom.
Hmm. Especially when he said, put the windows down. Like, nah, bro. So if you got tinted windows, you know better than that. I
I
had
don't even get.
a prescription
I
for my
hate
windows,
tinted window. I
bro.
can't even do that.
I had all my windows tinted all the way around the front, the back, and every passenger and driver. All my windows was tinted, and I had a prescription, bro. They used to give me hell. I went and got all that shit taken off. Like I'm
Yeah, it's
straight.
not worth it.
Mm-mm.
But the cops, they get their personal cars tinted. Where
Mm-hmm.
I live, they're riding around their tinted personal cars.
Yeah, so I'm like, I'm straight, man. I ain't about to deal with that. I ain't
So
doing nothing in this car for to be, shit. I'm just
I
going back
like,
and
like
forth.
like I said, I'll be trying to get home. Just get home.
Right.
Get mad, get home,
Yeah.
go in your backyard. I don't know, turn the grills over. Show them how mad you are. All right, cool. But you ain't doing that with them with that gang, right? Even if you look at the videos, right? His teammates, his giants, they some giant dudes. Like, yo, what's going on with my guy? Nigga, if you don't get your butt back, get back, or you're going with him. Look, they detained a couple of them, 6'4" and up. They detained them too. I'm just trying to check out what's going on with my guy. We trying to get to our job. No, get away, get away. They trying to assert their authority. That's what they do.
Mhm.
Anybody that has that
That's what the
understanding
goal is
must
too.
understand get home safely.
This
Yeah,
ego, lots of
it,
ego. Don't question them.
but see, even that, like, I guess I understand procedure, but even that situation, man, they gotta secure it, bro, because anything can happen in a split second, where somebody can pull something out. So you got somebody pulled over, then there's other people stopping. You don't know their intention, so your job is to secure, and you have to get. That's what people don't like. You They have a job and they have procedures, and if you don't understand them, you go get messed up. Stuff happened
It's
real
part
quick.
of the
Miss Tracy,
training.
what up though?
What
Yeah,
up, Tracy?
because
It's
that's the
part of the
first.
training. Like if somebody comes and pulls over because a family member or somebody comes, like it's part of their training. They're supposed to hold them back because you don't know what's gonna happen.
You people, like I said, anybody can pull out anything and do whatever. You just don't know. You're you have a situation, and now you have to secure the perimeter. So all like Gary said, so them cops can go home. So just understanding that, man, you gotta. If you don't it's best to learn so you'll understand. That's what I was telling Tay earlier. Like, um, at the point that I first seen the video, I just seen him. I didn't see him tap on the window or nothing. I didn't hear Tyreek. I just heard him say, "Let the window down." Matter of fact, get out the car. So I'm like, hold on, man, where was the de-escalation at? And then as I watched the whole video, I still think it should have been time for de-escalation, but the
They didn't use
energy,
no de-escalation
but
tactics.
it,
That wasn't their intention.
but he actually did, man. He
He
was
did. You saw
talking.
that?
If you listen, Tyreek said that about 4 or 5 times, and then as he turned his back, when he let the window down, and when he said, "I ain't gotta let my," that's when that I mean, at that point, it was already there, because now you got to think about it. This cop is walking back to that car. It's a car with tinted windows. I don't know what he got in there. He's already aggressive. Now I have to take control. I'm telling you, that's what happened. I
You know,
had to take control. Like, the
you've
cops can't have. Look, bro. When you see these people on these YouTube videos talking all that stuff and doing this, man, that ain't how it really happened, bro. It just don't. That's not how it really is. Not in those situations, especially when you having all these shootings and stuff. You just don't know, bro. So, but their job, and they seem like seasoned veterans. Once they seen someone is trying to establish control, ain't no de-escalation. They have to gain control, and the
But
energy
he
that
was
he was
talking
getting.
over the officer.
Yeah, and he was telling you don't do this. You don't. He was giving the officer, telling him what he can and cannot do. Like that, bro. That's and the
It may be true. He might have
and
been right, but
but check this out. Do you know what he could have did and it stopped all that? Is just ask for
a
Ask for the
the
sergeant,
sergeant.
a
yeah, ask for the
supervisor,
sergeant, ask for
hand
the
his
supervisor.
documents, plead the
Yeah,
fifth, don't say nothing
at
else.
that, but you can't. Once they tell you to get out the car, they start giving you commands. Ain't no asking for nobody. But if he would have
Right.
did that, if he would have did that, like prior to him telling him to get out the car, then they would have been cool. He would have been cool. But if
You know what?
you watch some videos and you'll see right when they see the cop about to get irritated, that's what they do. They will, oh no, I need to see Sergeant. I need to see who in command right now. That's what they do.
That's
Right when they
what
see him
you're
starting to
supposed
get irritated, right before it escalate, that's when they ask for it. But he didn't have time. He did too much, man.
to.
That's
Yeah,
just
he
the
just
That
energy.
dumped
same
that on
scenario,
my.
you've
Mm-hmm.
seen videos, that same scenario where they actually step back and they all pull out their guns.
Yeah, yeah.
I
because
didn't
he
see
rolled the
anybody pull out their
window.
gun, but I've
Yeah.
seen those videos where they same scenario, roll up the window, all that, and they step back, and now they're pulling out their guns, giving commands.
Because I mean, I seen a cop walking up to the car, and before he can get to the window, he got hit like 3 times. So I mean, yeah, it's a dangerous job, man. So you can't, and you know a lot of these people scary, man. Don't give them nothing to be afraid of. I don't even look
Yeah,
at it like I don't even look at it like I'm a black guy and they go do this. I don't look at it like that because I ain't giving nobody no power over me like that. But I do know this: half of them damn people, I say probably 80% of them damn people, scary as hell, and they got a badge and a gun. So guess what? Don't give them a reason to be scared. That's just how I
They're
look at it.
jumpy.
I,
They're jumpy and trigger
I,
happy. Some of them.
I don't need nobody to abuse their power on me. I didn't listen. That's just the bottom line. Your job as the person in the car, and whether you're driving, even as the passenger, right? I get it that you ain't supposed to show your ID. I plead the fifth. Step out the car. Okay, well, I'm still pleading the fifth. All right, you want me out the car? Cool. Well, this would have been no. I don't care about it being as de-escalated. I have rights too, but I don't have to speak to you. That's one of my rights. Okay, cool. Just understand why you using those rights. They got about 20 minutes to make your ass sit outside that car on the curb, stand up on against the car, whatever. You are that's your you got to understand there's more to your rights than just what they saying. You got to understand there's consequences for you standing up for your rights too. But they just know their rights, so they don't
But
know what's
guess,
going to happen afterwards.
but if they violate your rights, you can do something about it later. You don't have to act up, resist, all that. You can come at them
Yeah.
later once afterwards. Because
If,
I agree.
right?
if I'm sitting
I,
in the passenger seat and we got pulled over for a traffic infraction and you ask me for my ID, I'm gonna ask for your command. I have no problem giving it to you. I'm gonna give it to your commanding officer. Can you get him down? Thank you. And when he come down, I'm gonna give him I give him my ID when he come down, but not until then. And then I'm gonna ask him, do you need my ID? Because we got pulled over for a track. That happened to me before.
Yeah,
mm-hmm.
you're just a passenger. You're not even.
Yeah,
You
I
don't
ain't giving
have
you
to.
nothing, but I ain't about to argue with you neither. And I ain't about to give you the opportunity to say you detaining me for suspicion of nothing. Give me your commanding officer. Let's talk about it. I sit here
Also,
and wait.
they're changing laws. So now they're changing I guess in Miami now it's a 25 feet. You got to step back. Like that actually passed. I think it's gonna start next year. So sometimes we think we know what we're talking about, but we don't because things have
Mm-hmm.
changed.
No, I ain't getting in nobody business with the law. Unless it's my people. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't recording nothing. I'm straight. I'm good. I ain't dealt with cops on many different levels. And I tell you this, you piss a cop off, you got an enemy for life, man. It's different in the D. Like it was a couple cops. I mean, but yeah, it's a little different. I had a cop stay on my block. He was pissing people off. They lit his garage on fire. He
Yeah,
said,
that's the
Mm-mm-mm.
problem.
yeah,
Especially if you live like in a small town.
yeah. You don't want to. No, I'm straight. I'm gonna stay on that good side. It ain't that I'm scared. It's just that I'm smart. Like I was telling y'all earlier, the people who survived the hood wasn't the hardest, wasn't the loudest. They was the smartest. God damn it, I was one of them smart people.
Yeah, absolutely. And like
Yeah.
sometimes we have to have the understanding, right? Like I said, you got to get home, right? The person in the car got to get home, but guess what? If they don't get home, they gonna understand the term out of sight, out of mind. They gonna be missing some people. Damn, I thought y'all was my friend, man. Why you ain't come? Nope, we ain't going. Out of sight, out of mind. That's a real thing. Whether it's that situation or any part of real life. Like we come on here, like for example, oh, Bronze ain't here again today. All right, hope he all right. Yeah, I notice things like that. Why? Because I understand that a being person in them streets or whatever the case may be, you supposed to observe everything.
Everything.
You got to be alert about everything. Just like when I popped up a little while ago. Wait a minute, ain't nobody here. All right, word, I'm here. I'm jumping up. That's why I jumped up. See,
How do you feel? Oh, sorry. Go
that
ahead.
No, go ahead. What's your question?
How do you feel about having a camera on your car, like one of those rear view mirror cameras? Because I feel like I want one, but then I'm like, no, I'm just manifesting for something to happen. Like, I'm
Nah, shit.
straight.
I got two. I got cameras everywhere around me.
You have
I
camera in
got
your car, like
hell yeah.
the rear.
I got a dash cam.
You-
Look, man, I'm telling you, it ain't gonna be my word versus yours. It's gonna be what's on this video. Even if you get in
Right.
an accident, ain't no my word versus yours. It's what's on video. So I mean, we got cameras, front camera, back camera. It's easy to install. I just ran it hook it up. The
Yeah.
one I got, you just hook it up in a cigarette lighter, and I just ran the
Mhm.
wire through the the,
Yeah,
the ceiling on the
the
side.
You
upholstery or
need that.
whatever it's called.
You
Yeah,
need that just because the phone, they could take your phone and then lose your phone. Oh well, he had a. No, I don't
Mhm.
remember him having a phone.
and my front camera, I can just literally it's mounted, but I can just rotate it to point inside too. So,
There's
um,
ones that's like does everything. Back, front,
yeah,
inside, and they're not expensive either, but I just
no,
think my manifesting brain, I'm gonna manifest something. Like I just know it.
and you know what? I got that too because like it got a sensor on it. So like if anything, and it's annoying because it'll come through my phone. A bird or anything land close to the car, it'll pop like the camera thing will pop up. But yeah, that one was only like 225, and like it come with two cameras. It's the
Yep.
rear camera that you can put in, and then it's the front one. But the front one can rotate. Like once you mount it, it can go either forward or backward. You just got to rotate it. So I mean, that was worth it. My wife wanted it, so I went and got it. I love cameras, man.
In this life, you have to be
Um,
safe.
I
You
feel
have
like
to be
cameras
safe
are
in this life.
a false sense of security. I mean, I got them at my house. I didn't really want them. My husband wanted them, but I feel like it's a false sense of security for some people. Like they think because they have cameras, like they're good.
Oh
No.
no, it's just let me know. It's just more
Yeah.
awareness to me, as I
Yeah.
know what the
Exactly.
hell I can see what I can't see. You know, I
Yeah.
ain't gonna tell you how many cameras I got in or around my house, but yeah, we good. And then I got different all the systems. I don't got nothing where everything is like hardwired, so I ain't worried about
Mm.
Right. So
hacking
people
my
can
stuff.
tap
Yeah,
into them.
no, I like hardwired. I want all my shit hardwired.
Or the scrambler, right? They've said that
Yeah,
people have been doing they'll scramble your camera and then they'll like rob your house or whatever.
I think somebody tried to do that to us when we up north because this is dude who came over twice and he had I thought he was like at first because he had something in his hand and put it down and I thought you know how they scan the packages but
Yeah.
then he picked it
Hmm.
back up and walked away and then he came back the next day and I'm looking like is he trying to do something to the camera? You know, so I called my neighbor. My neighbor came over and checked it out. It was like, no, everything's fine. It's like I can see my camera, so nothing was wrong. But I'm like, what the hell is you doing? The second day, he didn't come back with no package or nothing in his hand. He just walked up. He pushed the doorbell. Then he put it. He like had. I can see his phone in front of my doorbell, or I think it was a phone. It was shaped like a phone in the case. So I think it was a phone. But he rang the
But because
doorbell
but
and then he
because
walked
your
away.
house is hardwired, it won't work on it. It won't
Yeah,
work on a hardwired camera, so that's good you have it that way.
yeah, and then like none of the cameras are mounted and the wire is behind the camera, so it's like you can't even cut it. And even if you did, it's like, bro, you gonna be on. I'm gonna have every angle of you if even if you get in the house.
That's too much time anyway. Do all that. You're supposed to do in and out. You sitting there trying to cut the wire and nah, that's too much.
Man, y'all
I gotta
remember
go.
that? Do y'all remember that ADT commercial back in the day when they was
Mm.
like, only thing they have to do is cut your phone wire and it did. And I'm like, damn, that just told people how to break in people's house.
Yeah,
Whoa,
absolutely.
I didn't think of that.
I
Absolutely.
was like, they really did that. Like they just said, fuck
You
all the
tell them how to
competition.
break in my house. Thanks, ADT. Phew. That's why I don't like ADT now.
You just cut the phone wire and the alarm won't send the signal. I'm like, so you need ADT. This is the wire. I'm like, are you serious? Did y'all just do that? Y'all just shit it
People
on
don't care
everybody.
about cameras no more. They do everything in front of cameras. They don't care.
Mm-hmm.
Because some people put the ADT sign even though they don't have no cameras. They have the sign or the smile you're on camera, but they don't even have cameras. Or the fake ones. Have you seen the fake ones?
Yeah, look, you on camera. That don't record. Oh shit! What the hell I got it for?
I just heard
Or
my
it's all
son
blurry.
sneeze. I'm like, what the hell?
Achoo,
Did
achoo.
y'all you heard that too?
No.
Man, I'm like, I'm looking around like, hold on, where the hell you come out the room? He in there
I
laughing.
I just heard it again. I just heard that just now.
Yeah, he just in there laughing.
Have you guys seen the videos of the officers going to homes and then like messing with the cameras? Like
Mm-mm.
breaking the cameras? Yeah. I've seen a few of those videos.
And that's why there's a discord between them and civilians. They doing things that they ain't supposed to do. They over abusing their authority. And that's why, well, that's why we trying to get a
Yeah.
community thing back together.
I'm
Like,
sure
Mm.
there's
wait a
some
minute, you can't do
good
that,
officers
sir.
out there, but it's hard to distinguish. So it's hard not to feel a certain way about it, you know?
Listen, we on this very app right here, right? We hear all the nonsense that's going on. We see it. We be, some of us partake in the thing. But you look over there and then you look over here, we look so small because they're the loudest ones. So
Mm.
everybody's like them. There's like we're just doing we just being our little peaceful, quiet selves. We ain't recognized, but we're lumped into a group where all we do is just talk about people, talk about somebody's mama, their kids, they dead kids, they dead
Who?
mamas, and I'm
Not
just saying
here.
we all. No, not here. But what I'm
Not
saying
here,
is we're
but
all lumped into that same
Oh,
type
I
of
see what you're
individual,
saying.
right,
Right.
same.
all because they're louder over there.
The
Do you
distrust.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You never
it's
know.
just that's
Yeah, I'm
that's
like
that's
that.
how it is. That's why
Because I've seen good people. I've seen good people that say, "Oh, they would never do that." But behind the scenes, they're all about it. They're nasty behind the scenes.
Mm.
you
So
know
it's
like
hard to trust.
Man, Commander, I don't know. Like, look, man, it's some shit on here that I'm like I had jaw dropping moments. Like, hold on, this person did what? Like, they like, whoa, and then, bruh,
And they'll
uh,
befriend you on purpose, seeming all nice and everything, but they're in the
yeah,
back. They're plotting. They're plotting. I've
mm-hmm,
seen it,
uh-huh.
and I'm like, damn, that's foul.
mm-hmm,
Yeah, they preying on you. See, that's why I need some more. That's why I need to do my show. Yeah, they're so nice. Hey, I remember when they tell you don't go up to them cars because they got candy. It's the same thing. They preying on you. It's the same exact thing. Over here, they just
Cause,
using people and their kindness. That's why, I
well,
worry about some of these people. You know, I know, Riaz, he got a kind heart. That's why we worry about him. You
man,
understand? Like,
Riaz, bruh, you be putting your bruh,
yeah, he's on his own. He's on his own.
man, that's
no, but that's my point. You understand what I'm saying? Like he has the kindest heart in the world, but that
Yeah,
don't mean people ain't trying to abuse it. And that's the
mm,
thing that you got to worry about. And me being me, like I can't even go to war for him, but at the same time, he just kind hearted, and he's one of those people that you gotta hey just be careful.
we
That's
all
all
gotta
we can
learn
say.
one way or another.
yeah.
Like, sometimes we gotta learn by experience. That's all.
That just means we care, but at the same time, you don't keep putting yourself in harm's way.
Look, this is a joke, right? But this is how I be feeling sometimes watching YouTube and seeing Riaz on panels. You know them scary movies when you just make it out the house and you realize like the killer in there lurking, and you get out the house but you see somebody going through the side door. You be like, no. That's how I be feeling with Riaz. Like, no, don't go
And
over
it's
there.
crazy because it's because you see a lot of people that don't deserve themselves to be in that situation. They always find themselves in that situation.
Yeah.
you know, and then
The person's running to the chainsaw garage or whatever.
yeah, like that. Why don't we just hide behind the chainsaw? Ria,
why don't
I'm
no,
hiding
why
behind the
don't we get in a
chainsaw.
running
Ria.
car? And yeah, why don't you get in the running car? Get yourself. No, we got to get away this way. No, we don't. I'm getting in the running car. I'm gonna be out that scene. I'm out of here.
Ria just be like, let's just hide behind the chainsaw. You know we love you, Riaz. I gotta pick with you, bro. But no, I mean, it's that's what life is, bro. You know, so um,
Life is that scary.
yeah, yeah. Sometimes you gotta get nicked by the chainsaw before you know a shirt.
No, the hell I
Well,
don't.
sometimes I innocently am saying hi to someone in the chat, like, because I say hi to everyone usually,
Mm.
but like I'd be saying hi to the wrong people sometimes.
Man, look, Commander. You know what? That's why, I got this rule, right? Before I comment, I'm watching for at least anywhere from 10 to 30 minutes before I comment, because I went in the chat and was like, "Oh, what up, though?" And then the next minute it was "Mama this, Mama that." I'm looking like, "Oh, damn." And then sometimes somebody will say something, you're like, that's right. Yeah, I feel that. And now you don't even know they actually talking about somebody, but you felt what they were saying about this person. So that's technically like you saying, all right, hold on, bro. Y'all got a lot of rules and regular. Is it a book or a guide or something? Is it a YouTube video that explain all these different rules y'all got for chatting? I'm trying to educate myself. Like, help me. Shit. Like, I don't know what I can or cannot
You
do.
want to pick the side or the low?
They like, if you on a panel and somebody talking about me, that's like you talking about me, like, for real. Even if I don't say nothing, it's still like me talking
Right.
about you. So you will come. Okay. So okay, I'm not gonna do that. Okay, if you in the chat and they talking about me and you say hello to people, you in the chat while they talk. Like what? I'm in the chat while they talking about. Like, hold on, I can't be in the chat while they talking about.
You're
Okay,
supposed to defend them, right? Like that's what
yeah.
they think. You're supposed
I
to
don't know
speak
what the
up.
hell y'all got going on. Saying shit. Look,
And that
look, I'm straight, bro. Look, I got a hair, dude. That's before I even came on YouTube. I was like that. I don't get in nobody mess, man. I learned my lesson. I really did in real life. Like I almost lost my life trying to help somebody who was fucking wrong. I don't know the whole story.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
until
yeah.
then, I have no fucking opinion about it. I'm straight. I can keep my thoughts to myself. I actually get paid for my opinion. So unless you paying me, you don't gotta know what I think. I'm straight. I don't need to be sharing shit. I'm good. No, I'm good.
Or I thought people are playing, like, oh, they're playing, they're just playing and roasting, and then I jump in too, because it's fun. I'm just jumping in, and then all of a
no,
sudden, no, they were
I ain't
serious.
going I,
Now I made myself a target.
right, and that's the thing. Like it's already bad that you guilty by association. Well, you rolling with them, so we ain't talking to you. All right, well, I mean, I know I ain't do nothing wrong, but I ain't kissing your ass because that's wrong itself. So I'm not doing that either. If you can't accept me as an individual, I don't care if I don't care if we 100 deep. If you don't accept me as an individual, that's your problem. It's not mine. I'm an
Listen, I've done
individual.
my
I don't
fair
care if
share
I'm
of
in a
talking
group.
shit on panel and in the chat in other places.
Who you?
Yeah, yeah, I've had my experiences.
Oh,
And then they're like, oh no, I was about that life. But check this out. I'm about to get my butt off here in a minute. But let me ask
all
y'all
right.
this: did anybody go to Papa Will channel today?
No.
No, why?
Papa Will, I love you. I am freaking traumatized. I don't
What
know what in the
happened?
magic might you had going on today, but
Magic Mike.
Oh, is it
What?
when he leaves the
man,
stream running, but he's not there, or like, is it that one where he's playing weird videos?
man, it was like some Chippendale dancers, like meet and greet. I don't know what in the magic mic, whatever in the manjos, whatever in the exotic dancer from Pop the Balloon was going on today. But yeah,
Males or females?
man, hold on, let's see if
Both?
he's still alive.
I
I'm not
haven't seen
even
him do his history stuff like he used to. I haven't seen him do that.
let's see if Papa Will's still alive. Papa Will, I'm sorry, I love you, but you have to get this work, man. I'm gonna have to yeah, we gonna have to talk. before I click on another video, yeah, he's still live, and
It's like
yeah,
a sleep
it's still
stream,
playing.
kind of, right?
It's still playing. It's still going on. I don't know what. It's like it's on repeat. I don't know what in the Magic Mike. I don't know what in the Chippendale Rescue Rangers is going on right now.
There ain't no
Percy
Chippendale Rescue Rangers.
the sign
Did you
said
guys see Candace Owens got demonetized?
she did.
That's what they said.
Man,
This is this.
but I can't show it
I'm
on screen because I'm not getting flagged. But I'm about to end this, and then I want to show y'all. Y'all get over to Papa Will and ask him what in the Magic Mike is going on in the chat.
nope.
If y'all
No,
let's be
y'all
petty.
do that. Yo,
Let's
you be
band
petty.
let's band
You said
together
Magic
and
Mike.
be
I ain't
petty.
doing nothing Magic Mike. Mm-mm.
Let's band together and be petty. Because I
He
want to
don't
ask
care. I
Papa
went in there
Will.
and made comments. He don't care.
I'm about to Papa Will will be mad. But shout out to Papa Will. He a member too.
Shout out to Papa Will. He does want us to go over there, though. He does.
All right, y'all go ahead. Y'all have fun.
All
You
right. Good
said
night,
Magic
night.
Mike. Good night. You said Magic Mike. Me and Magic Mike ain't nothing magical about Mike. Jackson, Jordan, Tyson, none of them.
Hey, Papa Will, you trying to cater to the women too much, bro. That's not a good look, brother. That's not a good look, Papa Will. We're gonna have to get an evaluation going on. I don't know what in the Riaz
He's
don't
got a
go.
different crowd over there.
Yeah, I don't know what
Oh,
they.
that part.
Yeah, I don't know what Papa Will got going over there. But Papa Will report to HR. No, don't even report to HR. Report to God. Papa Will report to God.
I, I was about to say HR ain't been open in a couple of days. I don't know what
HR can't
HR
help
back
it.
up.
Papa
Y'all
Will
need
report to
Jesus.
God. No, skip Jesus. Go straight to God. You know,
Go
Jesus can
straight
help
to
you.
God.
Do
Go
not,
straight to the front of the line.
do not go past HR and Jesus and go to God. Yeah, you can skip all those. Papa Will need you to report to God in the morning. Um, you gonna have to holler at God, Yahweh, Buddha. I don't know what. I don't know what's going on. Shout out to
I
Rolo.
just
Rolo influenced me. I got this what in the thing going on now. I'll be going to everybody chat. I wouldn't. I think I did that 755 chat earlier, or was that the members live? I was watching her. Yes, I don't think I typed today, but I was typing in there yesterday. I was watching. She was finishing up what she did on the members live. Man, 755 got some skills, man. She got some real skills. But
that's why she gets shared out. You know what I mean? Like everybody has a craft. Everybody has a gift. It may reach somebody, so share them out.
did Commander? You must have went over to Papa Wills and seen what he got going on.
She over there looking at Magic Mike.
I can't share this right now.
You better not share it right now.
I don't get demonetized.
Do it on Petty Vision. You ain't got nothing to lose there. We trying to keep you here, sir.
Yeah, what in the magic, Mike? You gonna see that?
I
Oh,
ain't
I
gonna
ain't got
see
no
nothing.
rich over here. Papa Will, I'm taking you off my buddy list. Papa Will, take my wrench. Okay. I'm just playing. I don't like wrenches. I really don't.
Listen, that's that. You know how I feel about that. She
Yeah,
says Papa will monetize. I don't know.
I don't see. I don't think not on this channel. No, I think he was still trying to get ours. He got 2 channels though.
Well, he keep going the way he going now. He gonna get ours. He gonna get
I don't
ours.
know. I don't know, man. I got ADHD. So, did she drop down? Yep, she dropped down. She didn't want me to show her. Okay.
She in the chat.
I know, but I will just go in the live and then show y'all. Only people can see it is on panel.
I know. Don't worry, Commander. Don't try to pop up now. Don't get the magic mic.
Yeah, y'all get
We
over
don't
there and check out Papa Will. He is a channel member. So go over there and type in what in the magic mic is going on there. You know, when y'all go over there.
he might wake up. Y'all might wake up an angry giant.
Man, Papa Will just be putting videos on loop. Like, I see y'all tomorrow. Like, what the?
That's crazy.
All right, I'm back.
No, she back.
Man,
What are we
that
having? A private screening?
yeah, I'm about to end the live. And then I'm gonna show you real quick, and then I'm gonna jump down. But y'all know what I always say, man. Care about how y'all feel. These are the conversations of our nation. And if I say anything to you, or if I say anything that resonate to you, do me a favor, hit that share button. Tell somebody, help me spread the word. But until tomorrow, we out. Appreciate y'all. I ain't gonna play the music tonight because I want to show them what in the magic mic.
Much love, everyone. Peace out.